Hello, I'm Danny the Heck. Thank you for tuning in to my live. Now, we've just gone live on the internet. Unfortunately, we didn't get our broadcast restreaming onto Rumble, but we are streaming on Twitch, LinkedIn, Kick, whatever that is, and X, if I didn't say that already, and also YouTube. So thanks for all those people that have tuned in along the way. Now, what have I told you? The HQI Exchange, which isn't a real exchange, and I even hate giving it a label as an exchange, is generally a brand new opportunity completely separate to BG Wealth Sharing. So let me just explain this to you. BG Wealth Sharing has fallen over, and now BG Wealth Sharing, if it's the same people, are claiming that they've set up a brand new exchange called HQI Exchange. So I'm going to restart this again and say, what if HQI Exchange is genuinely, I don't even like using the word genuinely, a brand new opportunity, which it isn't an opportunity, completely separate to BG Wealth Sharing. Have you got that? So what I'm helping your brain see, because a lot of people are hell-bent and thinking one way and I can't shake it out of them, we're now saying that the same entity is actually two completely different entities. Just let's hear that out. That's the reason we're going to explore. That's the question we're going to explore, because there are only two possibilities here. Now, it's either this is the same network, and I'm going to say the same network of cartel-type criminals, the same operators, and the same click-a-button Ponzi scheme mechanics being recycled under a new name. Now, this new word that we're hearing is called click-a-button Ponzi scheme. Now, that's owned by Oz from behind MLM. I think he's done 13 or 14 articles about BG Wealth Sharing, and he's nicknamed this series of scams as click-a-button Ponzi scheme, and it's brilliant. Part two, or opportunist scammers have stepped into the chaos of BG Wealth Sharing collapsed and now trying to re-scam people who have already lost money. So do you understand what I'm saying? We've got two different entities. Now, my opinion is all these scams are running out of human trafficking compounds. And I've literally seen these human trafficking compounds. They are like cities, and they have different divisions. And I believe if I was running a human trafficking compound, I would have the leading programmers at the charge, creating these scams, enticing people to get involved. And then once the scam falls over and they rebrand themselves and they move on to another entity, I believe that division number 2 steps in, and they call the recovering scammers. Now, once upon a time, they used to knock on your door, on your Telegram or on your WhatsApp or Signal. I haven't heard them using scams or signals, but whatever it is, and they tell you that they can help recover your crypto. But these days, I believe they're getting a bit more sophisticated because they always evolve into something slightly better and more cunning. So just imagine that this new scam that you thought was part of the collapse and the excuses that you've been listening to of BG Wealth Sharing hasn't morphed into, but now is a completely new startup ran by a completely new division, still out of the human trafficking compounds. That's what I want you to focus on. Either this is the same network, the same operators, and the same clicker Ponzi mechanics, or is it new people scamming you with the same techniques? And honestly, neither option is exactly comforting, I'm sure you will believe. People with frozen withdrawals on DSJEX Exchange are suddenly being told that their balances are going to be migrated to HQI Exchange. So same, sit here, hurry up and wait, and then when you've been a good boy and you've given us all your money, all the money over here that you've already lost is going to be merged on top of here, and you'll be able to get your money. Please, if you think that's true, you need to listen to this video, because I've got enough evidence in here to terrify anyone who thinks that was real. So you've been asked to deposit another $100 USDT. They've been pushed through BonChat groups by anonymous handlers like, what's her name? I think
Elena 2026.
That's a bit loud. Elena 2026 is theoretically, and Stephen 03. These are just usernames. And somehow the same fake trading signals that weren't doing real trading, we will go down that road another day, the same pressure tactics, hurry up or miss out, they call it FOMO. It's a tactics. They give you a date and the date's already passed, by the way. And the same promises of recovering all seems to appear overnight. So everything that's happened that's sad and frustrating is all going to be fixed by signing up for another like-minded opportunity. That should make you stop and think. We're also going to look on the blockchain activity because unlike fake numbers, people are seen inside these apps. The blockchain tells a completely different story. The blockchain shows where the money actually goes. And once you start following the money, some very uncomfortable questions begin to emerge because whether HQIX Exchange is the direct continuation of BG wealth sharing or simply another group exploiting the same victims, the end result is going to actually be exactly the same. No deposits, more frozen withdrawals and more excuses, and more people financially devastated by why anonymous operators, while anonymous operators hide behind chat apps and I've forgotten that word. Disposable domains. Now, we got told that 9,000 domain names have actually been registered to keep BG wealth sharing alive. Now, we tracked about 850 of them through our financial regulated authority, which is called the FMA. And it actually started originally being called CR Group LLC. So if you don't know who that is, that's because you haven't been following it as long as myself and my Avengers. But CR Group LLC is actually the original BG wealth sharing. And they went through hundreds of domain names, and then they rebranded themselves to BG wealth sharing. On the 25th of December 2000, on the 25th of December 2025, they told everyone that was participating in this click a button Ponzi that they needed to deposit 20% and put it on top of their balances. Or if they didn't do that, their money would be locked up on the blockchain for the rest of their lives and they'll never be able to get it out. And that's when people yelled out scam. So anyone that tells you that they were involved in BG wealth sharing for more than 12 months is actually lying to you because there was no activity on the blockchain that we saw, and it's all happened within the last 12 months. However, if they were part of CR Group LLC, that was BG wealth sharing before it rebranded itself. Now, they did rebrand themselves after CR Group LLC to signalraiders.com. My team of Avengers shut down that website. Then up pops BGR Global. BGR Share, it's confusing. And then it's morphed into other ones, one called Nexo, but never really seemed to get any transactions. And then it morphed into another one called Swift Wave Capital. And we've seen the same promoters promoting that who are actually promoting BG wealth sharing. And they've even one of the big promoters, Fiona from Hawaii, actually went to Tonga to actually continue to promote Swift Wave Capital. Now, what people don't realize is Tione, which is a Tongan lady, and myself actually wrote letters to the Bank of Tonga telling them that, I can never get the name right, Fiona was coming to Tonga to promote Swift Wave Capital. They actually arrested her and questioned her. And a judge in the morning said that they couldn't hold her because they didn't have enough evidence. So that was really good news. We found out about the other day. So she's been arrested. And if you go to her Facebook page, you'll actually see that she's actually berated me a few times. So we've actually had somebody arrested. But would you believe, if you go to my YouTube channel, we feel like we failed sometimes. But when we hear that people actually did get arrested, It's actually really exciting. So if you are on my YouTube channel, I try to keep up with it. I'm a busy little fella. If you go to my YouTube shorts, you will see activity that you may have not seen before. So here's
Okay, we are here, Swift Wave in Tonga. Look, I'm gonna flip this around.
So here she was running around the room promoting Swiftwave Capital, and unfortunately the Bank of Tonga actually said that they didn't have Fiona is from Utah. So she's an American lady. I thought she was from Hawaii, funny enough. So she's an American lady. And I'll actually put that on the screen so people can sync that in who may be reading. American lady who went to Tonga, who was level 7 in BG Wealth Sharing, and now has been told that BG Wealth Sharing basically cut her off because they saw her promoting another opportunity. And the other opportunity, I'm 99% sure, is actually the same company as BG Wealth Sharing, but they rebranded. And they also had Nexo. So if you were on my, which this isn't public information, but you go to Ponzi schemes here, you can actually see the first one was CR Group LLC, rebranded itself to Signal Raiders. And then we saw BG Wealth Sharing coming out of the woodwork. And then we've seen Nexo, and then Swisswave Capital. And there's also a few others that have come out of the woodwork. But we see promoters now promoting, even all these ones here we mentioned, Polar, Tensor, SFC Vibe Ratings. We believe they're all out of the same human trafficking compounds because all their platforms are pretty much exactly the same, which is actually absolutely scary. But the point is, it was nice to know that somebody got arrested and questioned. It's unfortunate that the judge said there wasn't enough to hold her, and they let her out, and then she ran this dinner where she was there telling people, so if you watch this through, you actually see that she's going around the room and she's telling people to check out the website and to sign up, and she actually admits that this whole event was there to promote people that were, promoting Swiftway Capital on the same... Yeah, so this lady is a bottom feeder, and, it's so frustrating that these people just keep getting away with it. So to get arrested when you turned up in Tonga, and then what we believe held overnight, and then...
That's a password.
See?
Website.
So how much more evidence? So she's not allowed to promote that in Tonga, and here she is promoting it the day after she got let out of prison for promoting, for being there, and they told her not to do it. So these people have got amazing whatevers. So anyway, so that's pretty cool. So what I'm getting at, if you're giving your money away to scammers who are running these out of human trafficking compound, hello, Velvet, lovely to see you here. So what will happen on HQI Exchange? Will people do withdrawals again and just continue recruiting? Withdrawals are there to fool people into thinking that it's real, true, and genuine. So if anyone gets their money out of it, yes, people may get their money out of it, but that's all part of the illusion. It's like we just got, I'm going to show you some stats here that show you that money is now flowing into the HQI, is it I or L? I think it's HQI Exchange. So money is going in there, right? Now, whether it's money that that's the same people who have run BG Wealth Sharing, we haven't determined that yet. But this blog will actually make you think. But if you think this is a genuine way to move money in and out of, this has nothing to do with crypto. This is just money. This is just swapping money. It's hard for me to actually, I don't know how we help people with the illusion that this is not real, or what we do. Look, we do know here, if you click on these ebooks, so I've got ebooks, you can go get an ebook. It's $5. Rather than buying me a cup of coffee, buy yourself an ebook, learn to read the red flags yourself. I can't give you my red flag. This is my red flag. and I wave it all day long and it makes no difference. So maybe it's time for you guys to realize that you're supporting human trafficking compounds. These are all designed to fool people into thinking that there's some sort of real. There's no such thing as click and pasting trading on the internet, especially when you're pasting onto a app or that is owned by, that's not connected to the blockchain. Now, we are going to show you blockchain activity, but not from trading, but from deposits. We're going to show you, and we're going to explain to you how it all works. Now, I want to paint a picture, and I will paint the picture when we get to this part in the blog, but I want you to imagine that you've gone to your local pub, and this pub is massive. It's actually got 5,000 people in the pub. There's a guy with a band, and there's a drummer who looks very much like the Red Raptor, which is Richard, the truck driver with a big long beard. And there's also a guy playing a banjo at the front, and his name's Crypto G. And he's very clever. He's not just a banjo player. He likes good coffee. And he's in this bar, and he's looking at what's happening. Now, there's 5,000 people in this bar. Well, let's make it 500, make this a bit more realistic. And there's a man all covered in a balaclava, dressed in black, going around asking everyone to open up their briefcases. They've got Bitcoin briefcases. They all like Louis Vuitton, all right? And they've got these Bitcoin briefcases there. And there's a guy asking everyone if they'd want to get their way out, if they've realized that all their money's fallen over in BG Wealth Sharing, and there's an opportunity where they can invest or buy maybe a lotto ticket. And he's selling the raffles. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a raffle. So the guy that's selling the raffles is all dressed. No one knows who he is. And he's collecting $100 or nearabouts of every individual in the bar. And we've just got on the blockchain today, we've actually managed to find a whole lot of $100 that people have been paying. And then we've watched that man go out to the back room of the bar. And there's another guy in there who actually has 4 big bags of money. So our guy that's in the bar, he actually managed to get $9,000, I think it was, off people in the bar. And now they've gone out the back room. And no one knows what's happening in the back room, but we do. So we're going to, if you just imagine that we're all in a bar, we've got somebody playing the banjo and it's Crypto G, and we're all listening to the music. And now I want you guys to follow along with the story. Just another $100 and your frozen funds will be restored. Now that's the first red flag. This is the stage 2 of any scam that my team of Avengers chase after. There's always hope that you can get your money back. That's the pitch now being pushed to victims of BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX Exchange. So here's the collapse. Sorry, as the collapse operation attempts to reveal itself yet again under a new name, HQI Exchange, also known as HQIEX. So see the similarities? We've actually got a name called HQI Exchange, and then you've got the abbreviated version. Over the past few days, I've been flooded with screenshots from BonChat messages. Now, if you don't know anything about BonChat, for example, get that off your phone immediately. BonChat is an app which means that you can control the people who use it. You set it up on your own servers, you pay a license fee. The only people we've ever seen using BonChat are criminal cartel-style networks, and we've put out all the warnings. When you install BonChat on your phone, you are letting them have access to your Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi. You've given them your passports, your social security number, your home address, your birth date, your dog's name, your cat's name, your goldfish's habits are all recorded on an app that isn't protected by anyone. Your identity is at jeopardy. Now, if you look at the infrastructure behind it, we've even done a due diligence report, and this has actually gone off to governments. This report here has been written by one of our Avengers, and it explains all the dangers, how they're based, everything you can think of about that app, and why, if you read this, you would be uninstalling BonChat off your phone. But not only that, so we've given you a PDF, we've written a whole blog all about BonChat. So if you go to my blog today, which I'm going to put in the chat room, boom, there it is. You can actually go there and read to your heart's content. BonChat messages, wallet addresses, migration instructions, pushing warnings, and desperate messages from victims who were told that their original balances have been transferred to a brand new platform. Now, please, that sounds dumber than dumb to even believe that's true. So do not believe these lovely people. So we've got videos of lovely people here telling you, and
New donation from Violet.
Violet, stop it. Embarrassing me, Violet. You don't need to do that, but thank you very much. But look, according to people behind the operation, all members need to do, is register on HQIEX. Wonder if there's a quick abbreviated name for that. Deposit another $100. So if you deposited, so remember, let's think about this. Originally, BG Wealth Sharing said deposit $500, or people were gifting you memberships, and then you got carried away with it because you were doing your daily activities, and you might have put more money in it. But most people have deposited $500 into this originally. Even though we've seen people withdraw $600,000 who claim they've only deposited at the time $300. You know what I'm saying? So now $500 was the target to get that off you. And now they're going for a quarter of that. Quarter? A fifth of that. So $100 is, you've lost $500, even though the app might have told you you're a non-millionaire. But now they're asking for another $100. And continue flowing the signal trades while the system migrates, while funds from your frozen DSJEX from the frozen fund. So what they're basically saying is, give us another $100. We're going to set it up and we're going to start over. We're going to rinse and repeat and start the whole thing over again. Do that in the meantime. Then you can continue doing the trades on a fake exchange, and they're going to give you the hope and the expectation that whatever you lost over here will merge over eventually. And you're meant to believe that's true and genuine because somebody you care about knows a bit more about the blockchain than you do, has said that's going to happen. If you've been following my investigations into BG Wealth Sharing, none of this will sound new. The names change, the websites change, the excuses change, but the underlying mechanics remain almost identical. We are, once again, looking at classic, and this is the best phrase. I love it because every time I think of it, I think of Oz from behind MLM. Click a button Ponzi operation built around fake trading narratives, social pressure, endless recruitment, withdrawal restrictions, and most of it all in psychological conditioning designed to keep victims emotionally invested long after the system has already collapsed. So BonChat's designed to control you. Now, have you ever had anything to do with horses? Unfortunately, I've owned 4 of them along with my ex-wife. There's a reason why she's the ex-wife. But horses are colanders. You just put money in that just keeps going at the bottom. These people put blinkers on horses. You've seen them in the horse and carriages, and that's so when people go past them, the horse doesn't what do they call it, freak out and go wild. BonChat has been designed to keep you on the rails, keep you focused, looking straight ahead. Don't listen to that negative activity. And they chuck into these BonChat messages positive affirmations, screenshots of people making lots of money. And before long, you are going in there 3 times a day and getting brainwashed. You're getting gaslighting people telling you that this is the real deal. And you can see your financial future on this app. And you're thinking this is your key, this is your future, this is your hope, and it's all gone. But now they're still trying to control you. And it's like talking to somebody who's either an alcoholic or somebody who's involved in gambling. And it's just so hard to actually get you guys who are still in this mindset, because if you listen to me, they're telling you that you're negative, that I'm negative, I'm a dream stealer. I've heard it all before. I'm all sorts of things, apparently. So what makes the latest phase particularly disturbing is that the operators appear to be targeting the very same victims who already lost their money in BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX Exchange. Instead of accepting responsibility for the collapse, which they never do because they don't do that in human trafficking compounds, they simply reframe the failure as a migration event, convincing people that the problem wasn't the scam itself, it was merely the old platform. And the fact that Zach XBT, if you search for that name on X or Twitter, as I like to call it, has already seized $41.5 million is not the reason why BG Wealth Shared collapsed. It's because they managed to freeze the money on the blockchain. I think people, I don't know where they've come up with these figures, but if you go there, you'll see actually they talk about $150 million being seized. But this scam, in my opinion, is over $1 billion. BG Hyperverse was $1.9 billion. And I have always said that was a $4 billion scam. So I believe that this is well over $1 billion. Don't know what figure it is. Now, for people, while we're not talking about the elephant in the room, and I just can't help myself here, I'm just going to have a look and see whether I can make an elephant noise. There is an elephant noise. We also make champagne noises as well, but that's a different story. So aren't I clever? Yes, there's some new buttons there. But my favourite of all time. Squid Games. Remember, if you watched Squid Games, you had that robot sitting in the front and it said green light, red light, and you had to run and then stop, and if you didn't stop, you got shot. Well, maybe you need to stop and listen now and stop running towards the cliff and listen to what we're actually saying, because the migration narrative begins. They've got you trapped. You might be going through the 5 stages of grief, and you might be angry. You might be trying to bargain. But we want to get you to the last one, which is acceptance. And instead of being a victim, we want you to be a survivor, because what we are finding with my team of Avengers, that survivors are actually helping us by preventing friends and family who have gone down the narrative of believing this is true and genuine, and there really is a Stephen Beard. It's easy for me to sit here and say it's a scam, but then guys goes, we want proof. Oh, I go, well, you've never made any money out of it. Oh, a friend of mine made money out of it. Oh, well, there you go. We're wrong, aren't we? All right, the migration instructions begin to circulate through BonChat. Get yourself off BonChat and Telegram groups. All of a sudden, they've gone backwards, theoretically. They've gone from BonChat to Telegram groups. Do you know why they use Telegram? Can you identify anyone behind a Telegram username? Not normally. Not unless they publicize it on somewhere. Right, follow the very specific pattern. So they're doing exactly the same thing as last time. Members are informed that DSJEX was under regulatory investigation. So because the IRS, so if you went to here, and what are we going to? We're going to go to BG Wealth Sharing, right? And even though they weren't using this domain name, and I do think it's quite funny that they actually have seized this domain name, because we've never ever seen them use it in the first place. But all of a sudden, the IRS have come here and seized the website. And it's all been over the news that they've seized the website that was never used, which is kind of batshit crazy. But there was also another one, which BG Wealth Sharing Limited, right? And this might have been owned by an individual. So you go limited, and every time you go there, it redirects to a BG911.cc domain name, which is now offline as well. But I just want to throw that in there for bits of shits and giggles. But anyway, so because people have seen that, now they're claiming they're under regulatory investigation. Now, I don't know any government agencies, and I'm probably closer to a lot more government agencies than you, that have actually put their hand up and said they're currently investigating, even though we have heard that 30 government departments from America have been looking into BG Wealth Sharing, but that's a different story. But anyway, if this is the case, what entity are they talking to? Because we don't know any entities that's called BG Wealth Sharing, and therefore unable to continue operating normally to protect members. That's what they really care about. You see how they use those words? BG Wealth Sharing allegedly decided to move everyone onto a new cooperative platform called HQIEX. So there you go. All of a sudden, the existing platform, theoretically, they want you to believe this, is not stable enough, and they're getting investigated. So they've created a completely new, but exactly the same platform, and started over here while they sort out the problems over here. So maybe both, if theoretically both of these platforms are exactly the same, maybe both of them should have stopped. Just saying. Victims were instructed to register through domains such as, get this, any company that, imagine going to your local bank, and let's go to thebankofamerica.com. And all of a sudden, the Bank of America decides to call itself the bankofamerica.com 01, 02, 03, 04. And every time you go to the yesterday's 04, and you realize that they have a warning up there now. And then you think, oh, I know what I'll do. So what I literally did is I went to these domain names, and first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to HQI 22, and you get this warning. So then you think, oh no. And then 23, now we get a nice red website going up. And if I keep going long enough, I'll get a new domain name that theoretically hasn't had time to be flagged yet. So all these warnings are coming up already on the brand new scheme, but still we see people depositing money. So I went through a whole list of these domain names, and I just basically showed you guys how many different domain names they had. They were then told to deposit at least $100 to activate the new account before their balances could migrate. Now, just before this video went live, I had to set myself up an account. Blockchain English. I had to set myself up one of these accounts here. blockchain.com. And I had to log in. And then when I logged in and set myself up an account, it asked me for some IDs. Now, I have only ever given my passport over. So at the moment, I still don't understand this, but I logged into this account and only logged into this. It's called blockchain.com. I only can hope that this is a respected website. It isn't blockchain.com 33, 31. And now I'm logged in. And I can buy crypto on here. Now, I assume, and I'm damn well hoping, that this is a legitimate company. I can now go to blockchain.com and I could go wonder who they are. So I could come along to archive.org and I could put their domain name in. Please tell me it's not registered yesterday. Blockchain.com. Oh my God, it goes all the way back to 2012. And I can go through here and I can click on all these buttons and I can see all the updates. This looks a lot more real than anything else I've seen before. So now what I can do is I could go back and go, well, that was really exciting. I really like this. So now I'm going to go archive, and I could actually go in here and type in there BG, I've got bgwealthsharing.com, and I can just do some little wee gentle investigations. And I find that this website has had 4 visits from the Wayback Machine. And I can click on here. I'll go back to the very first one just because we can, 2025. So the very first time this ever got put up on the internet, we're about to see. And there we go. But BG Wealth Sharing, unlocking potential together. And there's a box. Drop us a line sometime. No phone numbers, no nothing. I don't like accepting cookies. And it was hosted on GoDaddy. Well, that's just fantastic. So now we're going to go and we're going to hope to see an update. No update. So the FBI decided it was a good idea to freeze this website because it was obviously heavily used as the heart of BG Wealth Sharing. Oh my God. So even that's now been updated, but I'm just kidding. For some reason, this website never was used. I've got 10 captures, but it just doesn't make sense that they decided to capture. I'm just trying to find the last capture. So July 2025, it's always been this. Why would the government seize that? That's just a load of rubbish. Anyway, right, this was presented as an option. So what were we talking about? So to put $100 into this new platform that we have no belief it's the same people all connected to the same entity. We haven't found one ourselves yet, and we've got some pretty good blockchain investigators at our fingertips, and we're talking about Zach from XBT, who is, in my opinion, the top blockchain investigator on the planet. He's already managed to freeze $41.5 million worth of BG Wealth Sharing, and I've managed to find one wallet address which has showed us they're doing the same type of activity, but we have found no connection to BG Wealth Sharing and this new company, even though the scammers claim it's connected. So this was presented as an option. Messages repeatedly stress there would be a limit migration window between the 14th of May to the 18th of May, and it is now the 21st of May at the time of recording this video. So 3 days after the fact, 2 days if you're not in New Zealand. I live in the future. Warning that no one who failed warning that anyone who failed to complete the process in time risks losing assets. Now, I don't know about you, but the blockchain is not a block of cheese, and it does not go off if you do not eat it soon. Just saying. So I don't know why you would be threatened with losing your assets that are theoretically on the blockchain. So they were losing access to their funds entirely. Where are these funds going? Are they going to be seized by the FBI? Is that what they're alleging? Are the FBI stealing your money? That's what they're alleging. That's kind of artificial, what's that word? Urgency, isn't it?
Artificial urgency.
Is one of the oldest manipulation. I can't even read it, Tara.
Manipulation.
Manipulation tactics. Here's some product placement for you. Can you see that? It is a beautiful drink. It's got. I've stopped drinking Red Bull. It has caffeine in it, but it doesn't have all the sugars. In the book, it forces victims to make emotional decisions before they have time to stop and critically assess what actually is happening. Now, I did talk about the karate teacher. And we have a victim rang me up, lost $60,000 in a scam. And he is a black belt in karate. And he said his instructor used to always say, do not move unless you know what you're going to do. And if you did move and you didn't know what you're going to do, you get hit. So he said, freeze and do not move until you know what you're going to do. So that's what you want to do here. Don't let those pressure tactics do what they do. One of the messages attributed to Stephen Beard stated, Stephen Beard, I hate using his name, the entire, get it read properly, Dan?
The entire transition process lasting a total of 5 days. All members are required to complete their account registration, activation, and balance migration within the designated time frame.
Yeah. I just reminded myself, we have a group where you can actually go, it's called BG Wealth Sharing DSJ Exchange Survivors, Victims, Whistleblowers, and Researchers sharing evidence and updates. We get people in there with sharing us intel, and I can tell that they're actually involved in actually potentially buying these $100 wallets because they're sort of looking for guidance from the wrong places. And one thing we were going to say earlier on, we were told 900,000 people actually were involved in BG Wealth Sharing. There's no evidence that there was 900,000 people involved in BG Wealth Sharing. Absolutely batshit crazy if you want to believe that. But that's what people have been repeating like it's fact. There's no facts here, ladies and gentlemen. We're still discovering it. We can look on the blockchain and actually see. So that wording is important because it creates the illusion that people still possess real balances waiting to be transferred somewhere. But there's currently no evidence showing legitimate assets were actually migrated between regulated exchanges. So if you went to Binance, you went to Bitcoin, you'd be able to see ledger traffic. I think that's the right terminology. I'm getting better. But there's no activity and there's no proof that there was any balances in it. So if I've got a MetaMask wallet, which I had, I actually managed to bring that up yesterday to my surprise. I think I actually have. I'm actually going to show you. I don't think this will incriminate me. Crypto G will freak out. So this is I think if you actually, I don't even know how to do it. Buy, swap, receive. How do you bring this up? I think you go to metamask.com. Let's go try this. So I have MetaMask and everyone's going, oh, you shouldn't do this live. I don't care if I lose all my money in MetaMask. But when you go to MetaMask, I think you get started and it brings it up. So this is my wealth. So Danny DeHeck, and there's part of my whatever it is. And you can see that I've got, I don't even know what wrapped B&B is. I bought some Ruby a while ago, and I'm pretty sure I look at this, that was worth $200 at one stage. And every now and again, I have been receiving big donations of $10 and $3. I don't know. But down the bottom here, I think I've got another World Mobile token. I quite like the sound of that. So my total crypto wallet wealth is probably around about, I don't even know if this is correct. I think I have to install something else. But Yeah, and this is my wallet address where people just, I don't know. But anyway, what I'm saying, I don't know the arse end of crypto. As far as I would do it, when I log in here, I see $227, and I actually feel like getting it out of there because I don't know how to do that. I'm stuck inside the blockchain. But I just wanted to show you that I'm not a crypto junkie. But anyway, that's where you would look to see your balance. You'd be able to go somewhere, even on a decentralized exchange like MetaMask, if I got that right. I think it's decentralized. You'd be able to see your balances, but there's no proof of any money anywhere. Okay? But there is currently no evidence of showing legitimate assets were actually migrated between exchanges. Instead, the victims appear to be seeing numbers displayed inside their cloned interface designed to maintain confidence long enough to extract additional deposits. It's all designed to take your money. Browser warnings, publishing flags, and disposable domain names. What the heck? As I said, imagine going to the Bank of America 3, Bank of America 4, Bank of America 5. That's literally what they're doing. Almost immediately after HQIEX domains began circulating, browser security systems started failing them. So this is what we're talking about. You get this. This isn't normal. This isn't acceptable, guys. And as I showed you just a minute ago, if I went to, I think, number 22, you get that warning. I think number 23 is my favorite because that should be bright red. Is that? Yeah, look at that one. Look at that one there. I mean, if you want to click back to safety or details, if you click on details, you can see Chrome has built-in safety features to protect you while you browse, like Google Safe Browsing, which is found this warning. And you can carry on and do past this. So if I clicked this unsafe website, it would take me to a place that theoretically does stuff, or even I don't know what it does, but don't do it. But that's not normal. And if you've been told to sign up for another opportunity that's pretty much identical to the last one you lost money on, and already dangerous site warnings are coming out, then that's not good. Others are flagged for suspected phishing activity. In my own test, several of the domain names promoted inside BG Wealth sharing chats were already triggered. Chats were already triggering security alerts before the migration process had even properly begun. And there is no migration progress. I don't like using words like that when I know it's not true. That alone should have stopped people in their tracks. But what's more interesting is the pattern behind the domain names themselves. I was told that BG Wealth Sharing may have registered over 9,000 domain names. I cannot independently verify that figure. However, I personally verified approximately 850 domain names along with my Avengers before I stopped checking. I got carried away after checking so many years, just sort of get used to that they're all scams. Even if there might be one that doesn't have that warning, doesn't mean it's real and genuine. It just means it hasn't been flagged yet. Even at the lower number, it strongly suggests massive domain name rotation strategy, designed to keep the operation alive as domain names become blocked, blacklisted, and reported or abandoned. Now, remember, people were hanging out in Stephen Beard's BonChat room waiting for the new domain name to drop. And then if they got one that was working, they shared it with their friends and family after doing their cut and paste trades. I mean, you can't make this shit up. A tip of the hat to Oz from behind MLM. I'm pretty sure that goes off to, I don't know, he's going to actually come. That's funny. That domain name has been tagged bulletproof. What has he got here today? Oh, I'm going to get distracted if I go here. That is so funny. So that's his homepage today. Boy, doesn't that look like Richard? Whoops, sorry. Oh my God, I'm going to get distracted. But you can see there's a lot of activity here going on. Oh, simple, something new. Yeah, blockchain sports. Yeah, click a button. Ponzis are everywhere. And there we go. So there's, if you come down here enough, you'll find them. So let's not get distracted on that, Danny. But anyway, these are all the domain names that we found. ChatGPT gave me a summary and I said, no, I want to list them all because any single one of these domain names, you can see a pattern. These scams all use the same pattern, many of which were privately registered in March and May 2026 and matched the exact migration links being circulated by BG Wealth Sharing victims right now. So the same people that have gone through all the carnage are now coming out of the trenches saying, oh, we might be able to get our money back. This is the website address, blah, blah, blah. According to Behind MLM's investigation, Cloudflare had already began disabling access. So some HQIEX infrastructure due to fraud concerns. That lines up almost perfectly with phishing and dangerous site warnings victims were already experiencing while trying to register accounts. So they can't even register an account without that warning coming up. The operators also appear to have quickly shifted towards H5 mobile style subdirectories. Now, H5 is actually the most secure version of code when using your mobile phone. I've always wondered why. I remember going to h5.hyperverse.com and asking people, what does H5 mean? It's like a language which is meant to be so secure. It's not funny. So they give you the illusion of security by using these types of, I don't know, coding, I suppose. But anyway, subdirectory. After some domain names become restricted, other signs were actively adopting infrastructure only the fly to keep the system operational. On the fly, yeah, they were basically firing off on the fly to keep the system operational. None of this resembles the behavior of a legitimate financial platform. Sorry about that. Somebody was telling me they listened to me on time and a half speed. One wee tip, if you do want to make me speed up and you are behind on the stream, if you go down to the bottom right-hand side of the web browser, you can actually speed me up to 1.5 times because I do struggle to keep my speed going. And while you're there, make sure you click on that button that says subscribe, because a few people listen to my YouTube channel and they don't subscribe, and it actually doesn't bother me. I don't care if you subscribe or not. Well, I do, but you actually upset Sadie. And Sadie is here for one purpose, to clean the screen for anyone that subscribes to my YouTube channel. So make sure you don't break a little heart. She's a little, she's very delicate. The same Ponzi scheme mechanics are still here. Despite the rebrand, the underlying mechanics appear virtually identical to BG Wealth Sharing and DS Exchange. I'm sick of saying that. Members are still instructed to perform multiple trade signals each day and follow the prompts inside the platform. The process itself requires no trading skills whatsoever. Hello, guys. Users simply click buttons, copy and paste, and watch numbers increase on the screen. It's like playing Monopoly. The illusion works because people mistake interface activity for actual profitability. That's not right. The most important observation made by Oz in the Behind MLM review was, why get randoms to click a button in a dodgy app when you could just execute trades yourself? If you really want to be a day trader and you think you know what you're doing, then don't use a dodgy app to do it. The single question completely decimates the entire business model. So that did I get that right?
Dismantles.
Dismantles the entire business model. If genuine profitable algorithms trading exists, there would be no need for thousands of randoms retail users manually clicking buttons 7 times per day to activate trades. It's just absolutely batshit crazy, and I've got to come up with a new saying. The reality is that these systems rely on creating engagement and dependency while using fresh deposits to maintain withdrawal activity for earlier participants. That's not right. Create engagement and dependency while using fresh deposits. So everything that's happening requires money to come in, and the money to go out will not happen. You don't see Gaga telling you how rich she is. At the moment, she's meant to have $6 million trapped inside a platform. I forgot his last name, but Gary, is it? He's meant to have taken out $600,000. He's got $1.9 million in the platform. And if he, it's just absolutely batshit crazy. Oh, there we go again. Daily signal trades, recruitment, what's that word?
Structures.
It is structures. Recruitment structures, activity deposit, artificial trading, volume requirements, and withdrawal restrictions. Victims were even warned that withdrawing funds before completing required trading volumes targets could result in a 99% handling fee. I mean, what is this? So if you don't do as you're told with your money on a crooked platform, they're going to take 99% of the results of trading, I believe, if there is any trading, if you don't do it correctly. This is not normal exchange behavior. No, exchanges don't talk like this. That is, what's that word?
Coercion.
Coercion. Well, that's a funny way to spell coercion. I would have never pronounced that. Coercion. Coercion. Now, this is really important. The psychology behind the recovery trap. What we're witnessing now is something far more dangerous than a standard Ponzi scheme collapse. This has evolved into what many investigators would describe a secondary recovery scam. That's what I'm saying. A situation where victims have already lost money, psychologically manipulated into paying additional fees under the belief that they can recover the original balances. One message from a victim's inside the system stood out to me. We put in way more than $100 before. It's worth trying it to get your money back. That mentality is stupid, and you're dumber than dumb if you think that is clever. We put way more in than $100, so we might as well just carry on putting another bucket of water into the sinking Titanic. Wake up. That mindset is exactly what the operators are exploiting. They know that's your reasoning. By the time people reach this stage, many are emotionally exhausted, financially stressed, and desperate for help. The scammers understand this. They know victims are far more likely to send just one more payment if they believe recovery is possible. Now, unfortunately, we've heard through the grapevine that there's already been somebody who's died by suicide after losing their money to BG Wealth Sharing. And a week previously, I heard of another, I'll call them victims, who lost money to Goliath Ventures, another scam that was running a $328 million Ponzi scheme, and they had also died by suicide. These were successful business people that had had more than $100,000 to invest in Goliath Ventures, that was, who have decided to take their own lives because they've lost their money to these investment scams, which is absolutely horrible to hear. And that's the reality here. Not only that, this particular scam is ran from a human trafficking compound. And as I've said in many of my videos, I've literally seen videos of people dying by suicide on video camera, falling to their death of a 10-story building and bouncing on the ground in front of the camera that was recording them, simply because they can't get out of these human trafficking compounds. So not only do these human trafficking compounds take people's lives, the people that have been forced to maintain and run them are also taking their own lives. We live in a better earth than that, guys. So stop participating, stop sharing your experience on how these scams work, and get a real job. And this is where the operation becomes particularly manipulative. Instead of admitting the system has failed, if it was real and true and genuine, but you'll never get that, the narrative becomes the exchange is under investigation. For God's sake. Withdrawals are temporarily frozen. There's no such thing in a Ponzi scheme as temporarily frozen. As soon as they're freeze, the money's gone and we will never get it back. Your funds are safe is a load of bullshit. Your balances has been migrated is also another load of bullshit. I'm answering all these questions for your subliminal brain just in case you can't process this. Just complete the activation. Oh my God, just do this and everything will be okay again. That's batshit crazy. Oh, I'll go again. Just complete trading volume. Just complete trade. You know why they do that? That's to keep you engaged. Just trust the process. If any investment opportunity relies on trust, it's a scam. The scam survives by preventing victims from emotionally accepting a loss. BonChat infrastructure and this Eleanor lady. Is it Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Eleanor and I are becoming really good friends. Not. Much of the contradiction appears to be happening inside BonChat groups. No surprise there. Rather than public-facing support systems. No one's on a debate. No one's on a, I don't know how to say it. No one's on, like we had a debate the other day, didn't we? We had, if you go here and you go to my utilities, where are we going off to, Danny? We're going to go here. We actually had somebody that has been promoting BG Wealth Sharing. I actually had them, we'll go to the videos. I just re-uploaded it. We had a day ago, we had Batman Crazy, this guy here. So we had Earl. Now, Earl, Queen of Karma, and myself, we had questions.
So,
yep.
I have a background.
So Earl loves affiliate marketing. Earl has been on the internet for over 15 years. Earl has produced over 2,800 videos, and Earl thinks it's okay to put those thumbnails that you see on your YouTube channel saying earn $8,000 for a referral. Earl had been publishing BG Wealth sharing as the best thing since sliced bread. Earl had 117 videos telling people about his journey, and he was facilitating this scam. We're currently in the process of trying to close down his YouTube channel for promoting what now has been flagged by 13 different government agencies, a Ponzi scheme. But he's deleted his videos, and now he's only left the videos of him telling us how he's lost his money. Now, no surprise, we had him on the show. He was good and brave at coming on the show, but after talking to him for a long time, and both Queen and Karma are us trying to talk reasoning with him, we actually was trying to convert him into an Avenger. Unfortunately, it did not work. And if you keep an eye on the description down here, you can actually see that we've actually listed both Queen and Karma's channel, Batman Earl Stringer, and myself as 3 people. But you can go to his YouTube channel today, and surprise, surprise, 10 hours ago, he actually has posted something. So if we went to Earl's channel, and we went to 10 hours ago, he's going to sit here telling you that he's made a mistake. He realized that he shouldn't have been sharing his journey, and he was promoting the wrong thing. But because he's at the bottom of the cliff telling everyone how silly he was after doing 117 videos, he's now going to justify his actions. So we sat there and we talked to Earl for about 2 hours, hoping that we could say to him, look, rather than producing a video that gets 209 views in 10 hours, why don't you help us expose these scams? But now he's hell-bent and just telling you about how he just made a mistake, and he's not responsible for what you did by listening to his videos. Let's have a listen to this for a second or two. Actually, I won't. I'm going to save it. We're going to carry on finishing this blog. So what we were talking about here is BonChat infrastructure, and we've got, see, I've said that and I've forgotten already. Eleanor is in here instructing victims what to do with your money. I don't know why she thinks she's allowed to do that, because she's not real. You know that, don't you? If you don't know she's real, that's real sad. She's working in a human trafficking compound. Now, I can't help myself, but I have to show you something really quickly. If we go to DSJEX.com, we've got everything, a one-stop shop for stopping you getting scammed. You come down here and you look through my previous blogs, and you can look through them, and you can keep going, and you go into this one, and I'm looking for a particular one. This one here, Inside Scam Compounds. In here, we talk about the organization that the United States government has set up. Basically, it is called the Scam Strike Force. It's an organization set up to basically go into those human trafficking compounds. We can click on here and you can read about the Scam Center Strike Force takes major action against Southeast Asia scam centers targeting Americans. Look, they're out there fighting wars at the moment, this organization, and I think you've got a bigger war on your home ground. So you can go through here and read all the things that they're doing, but you can come down here and look at the pictures. This is what a human trafficking compound looks like. And I have seen many of these. I actually helped with a PDF that was presented to the United Nations about the human scam conferences. We come down here and we look at all these cell phones. What do you think they're doing with those cell phones, guys? Do you think they're calling mum and asking what time dinner is? Or are those the same cell phones? There must be 5,000 cell phones here, right? And they're all messaging people like you, saying, hi, how are you? Building relationships, building trust with you. And you start dribbling these conversations with somebody that you think is real inside your head. These are people walking around armed guards, keeping an eye on people when they work. We've got a communication that looks like, you know, all the conversations they had, you know, the scripts that they were using. They seized 500 fake websites. It could have been BG Wealth Sharing. And now I've got these wanted guys that they want people to find. You know, it's real. These people here who think they're actually talking to Eleanor, Stephen, whoever it is. You're not talking to an individual. You're talking to somebody who's working under duress from a human trafficking compound. Wake up, please. Victims are instructed to contact handlers using names like this. One screenshot I reviewed showed a message from Eleanor instructing users to provide both the USDT, the DJS and HQI HQI account identifiers while assuring at least, sorry, I'm going to just read that to get the flow going, sorry.
Ensuring at least $100 remained available in the account for activation purposes.
Okay, so let's just break that down. Why the hell would you need to put, I just signed up for an account earlier on with some organization. Whoa, don't do it there. This one here, blockchain. When I created my account with this company that's been going since what looks like 2003, it did not ask me to activate my account with any money whatsoever. I assume I've just set myself up with some sort of blockchain thingy. So here's my MetaMask wallet on the right-hand side of $226.56, and it's gone up by $4.42. I don't know since when. But what I'm getting at is I did not have to activate this account with money to get it going, which is stupid. But anyway, that's what she's been telling people. Another showed users complaining that they had already sent activation money, but were receiving no response. So here's people sending their money off to Eleanor and nothing's happening. This is important because legitimate exchanges do not operate like underground chat rooms, syndicates, manually coordinating accounts migrations through anonymous messaging apps. Now just imagine they're claiming that 700,000 people had all requested to take their money out of BG Wealth Sharing. That's what they said. And if you want to believe what you hear, good on you. And all of a sudden, one person's sitting there trying to work it all out for everybody. Can you imagine the logistics of running a company where 700,000 people have requested to get their money out, and it's one person called Eleanor or Stephen Beard who's really busy on the computer operating your funds, and you think that's reasonable? That's why believing those numbers is a bit wacky. Even more telling is that team
hierarchy
still appears to matter. One message openly stated, you can get into BG 40040 by registering on the new platform. Okay. That suggests the original recruitment, what's that word? Genealogy and team structure remained intact. So, okay. So everything's been frozen. The old system's fallen over, but they're still telling you by signing up on a new platform, you can still access the old platform that theoretically is all frozen, whatever. I don't give up. In other words, that does not appear to be genuine migration into an independent exchange. It appears to be a continuity of the same network under a fresh skin. So let's just slap another coat of paint on it and call it different. Now, this is where it's going to get a bit weird, guys, but I really wanted to do this part, and I actually went live. This is recorded live, and I spent a bit of time with Crypto G, who's now fast asleep in the fart sack at 3 a.m. in the morning, I believe. Now, I've got a new time thing here, so it's going to tell me. In London at the moment, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. He stayed up to 2:30 in the morning so he could help us out here with this information. So if you can go along and subscribe to his YouTube channel, it would be much appreciated. Wallets, USDT, and the illusion of legitimacy. The recharge pages shown to victims. The recharge
pages being shown to victims.
Yeah, I did get it right. Begin to show victims. The recharge pages being shown to victims are heavily focused around USDT on the TRC20 network. Other common features in the operations due to the speed and low transactions cost involved. I don't really follow that. One wallet address supplied during the HQI Exchange activation process was this wallet here. So if you don't know anything, go to my blog and you can actually click on that wallet address, right? And you don't have to be rocket scientists. But now what I'm noticing, right, when I looked at this, I don't know nothing about crypto, right? I see $104, $103, $103, $104, $105, $98, didn't quite get to the 100, 103, 108, and 101. Now, I'm not sure whether if I come back here tomorrow, these $103 will be $102.95 because crypto is going up and down like a yo-yo. I don't know if that was a snapshot at the time that money was deposited. But from my layman perspective, remember I said at the beginning of this blog, imagine that you've gone to a bar and maybe it's got 500 people in it. There's a guy at the front playing the banjo. Well, that's Crypto G, and he's watching what's going on. There's a guy going around the bar. Everyone in the bar has got their Bitcoin briefcases with them, and there's a shady looking guy all dressed in black asking everyone if they want to be in. They got to buy a raffle, and the raffle's $100, and the raffle is your lucky shot of maybe getting your money back from the previous night, Saturday night's venture, BG Wealth Sharing. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but basically just imagine. So what we've found is all these people are now paying, and then all of a sudden we realize that there's a withdrawal. The guy that's collected all the money has now withdrawn $56,000, 685 money, and all that. So I've got to go to the loo, guys, and I can't think of any other way of doing it other than leaving you here by yourself for a while. Except I can. I just got to go. I'm going to play this video of this individual, and this is what you can listen to while I'm rushing off to the loo.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's Carl D. Ferris, and let me say to you, it's been a roller coaster without question, and I want to thank you all for riding the roller coaster. First, I want to stop and just say thank you to Queen B. Bridget has been unbelievable at putting things together and corresponding with you all, doing work videos and training videos. She's been simply amazing. So I wanted to come on. I hadn't been on in a while, and I want to come on. It's been a tough road, you all, but I had some things in mind. I've been self-employed for now 37 years, and it wasn't easy initially. In fact, my mom used to call me and say, Carl, Barton Milk is hiring, this company is hiring. I always knew I was an entrepreneur. And when I thought about the situation, even with the guy who started Starbucks, it took him 5 years to make a profit, 5 long years. I invested in a juice bar, tight squeeze juice bar. And I invested over 6 figures in that company. And to this day, a year and a half later, I have not made one dime. You think I'm giving up? No. I know that tough times never last, but tough people do. And I want you all to remain solid. Now, tonight, I'm not going to talk a lot on this video, but tonight at 8 o'clock, one of our staff members was already in BG, and we didn't even know it. We were trying to introduce it to her, and she was already in it. But their team in Atlanta is amazing. They have prayer. They have meetings almost every night, pretty much every night. And I want you all to listen to this Zoom tonight and make a solid decision whether or not you want to invest another $100, which I think is I'm not in agreement with it, but I understand it. If you were leaving Wells Fargo to open an account at Chase, you just can't go there and say, Wells Fargo is jacking me up. I don't like them anymore. I want to come over to Chase. They're going to say, fine, I need your credentials and I need $100 to open a new account. You just can't go in and say, I want to open an account without $100. So we're leaving DSJ platform and going to a new platform, and they're asking for $100. Me personally, I'm not willing to lose the money I have in my account right now over $100. So tonight, I want you to please log on to that Zoom tonight as my special guest. And she said it's okay to invite my special guests. You all are think big, you all are my special guests. And just hear what they have to say about Dr. Beard. They've known Dr. Beard for over 2 years. They've worked.
I'm back from the toilet. Thank you very much for that. That was a bit of a relief. I'm just reading your messages here. AISHWARY. I'm not going to pronounce it right if I have a go. You've said, what about withdrawal? I paid 12% tax. Would absolutely love to know why and who told you to do that, because it might have been this guy that's talking here, and we'll go back to him in a minute. But I'm sorry that you've done that. So that's really interesting. And now we've got, it's really, really hard because you're getting mixed messages from people, but when you hear that sort of stuff, we will keep promoting things. Sorry. And we're a bit, I have to sleep apparently, and I have to eat. In between that, I'm trying to put out content as fast as I can to keep people up to date. And we also are trying to, find things on the blockchain and trying to make it so that it's not hearsay. We're trying to use the facts. We can prove to you that Zach XBT has actually seized $41 million from BG Wealth Sharing. So we're trying to prove the facts. And what we're looking at here is we've got a lot of promoters like this guy that's on the screen here basically telling you that he's put $40,000 in, so he says, and whether we take him for his word or he's just a con man, we don't know. And he's just saying, well, because I put $40,000 in, I might as well just blow another $100 because what's $100 for the gamble? It's like being at the casino. But if you've only put $400 in and you blow $100, you literally just keep on giving your money away to scammers. Now, what he hasn't cleared up here, did he get the $40,000 by recruiting? Did he only initially, he could have even got gifted an account. And then with the gifted account, he could have told all his friends because the person that gifted him the account could have been Thaddeus. And they did that because they know that he's in the church. He's a prominent person in the church or the community he's part of. And he's now recruited people. And he's telling you, I've got $40,000 here. But he doesn't say that. He said, I've lost $40,000. I might as well put another 100 in. And then we don't know whether he's working with let's just say the cartel. And they've actually told him to say that. So yesterday, I got paid $1,000 US not to publish a blog about a new internet bank. I refunded that money. Organizations are out there to do what it takes. They're doing business while you're having a flutter on the internet, supporting human trafficking compounds, in my opinion. People paid me $1,000 yesterday. Isn't that crazy? Paul Brown. I'm not going to answer the Paul man message. I'm live on the internet. I just got a friend of mine. Funny, I'm live on the internet. Okay, so I'm just sending my mate Paul voicemail. My mate Paul, a good old friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he's just rung me. I haven't heard from him for 5 years. He, funny enough, ironically, just recently donated. This guy's rung me and he goes, I haven't heard from you for 3 years. Okay, give us a call when you're free. Oh, that's nice. It's nice to hear from people, which is actually okay. Anyway, sorry I diverse, but what I'm saying is, what were I saying? So this guy could be full of shit. He's telling you what to do with your money. He's telling you to make your own decision. Basically, he's leaving you to figure out your disaster you got yourself into. He's basically telling you he's paid $100 because he's lost $40,000. We don't even know if anything that this guy said is true and genuine. It's just disgusting. And that's what we're trying to do here is we're trying to say to people, stop listening to people who are telling you what to do with your money because it's just not right. And I'm sorry that people have paid 12%, but I can assure you that the 12% is going to be another loss. The $100 is going to be another loss. And anything that you think you can do to get your money back is going to be another loss. So stop giving your money away to scammers. If you're still in victim mentality, then I want you to become a survivor. I want you to help my team of Avengers. We've had enough of this sort of stuff. And we're going to look at this guy here's video again.
With him, and they're telling me, Carl, everything he said he's going to do, he's done. So we got to be able to differentiate.
Everything the virtual AI Stephen Beard has done, he's delivered on. So he got told by a Chinese whisper. And because of that, he's going to tell you what he's doing.
BG from DSJ. DSJ is the one that's causing the problems, okay? So I just want to say.
So he's made an informed decision that DSJEX exchange is causing the problems, okay? And you're meant to be, if you believe this guy and you like this guy and he's somebody at your church that you see every Sunday or whatever it is, he's telling you how it is and you want to believe him because all this whole scheme and whatever they're going on about is all about belief and trust. Financial investment opportunities are not about trust. They're not about belief. They're actually about figures on a calculator. They're about contracts that you've signed. What contracts have you signed? You haven't signed any contract. You signed up and passed over your USDT to what? To some entity that doesn't exist. It doesn't have anything. No regulatory body behind it. No boardroom. No offices. No phone numbers. No email addresses that you can communicate with. You don't even know where they reside. The 4 companies that we've seen set up for BG Wealth Sharing don't even have proper premises. Queen of Karma's done a massive dive on this. Hopefully she's going to put her link on here. So everything about BG Wealth sharing has nothing to do with real world stuff. But this guy was told that you can trust an AI character that it doesn't have a digital footprint. And he's good to go with that. Now he's sharing you his spirit, his experience, knowledge, and skills he's sharing with you. And you're going to believe him? For what reason?
Say to you all again, I know your feelings. I know I've lost sleep over this. I've lost hair. I want to pull my hair and I'm bald headed. But no, seriously, please tonight, watch the Zoom, make a decision. Nothing you do in life is going to be easy. I've been in business again for 37 years. It took me a while to get to where I am now. I'm doing really well financially. I thank God for that, but it didn't come easy. And I did not get there by giving up. I'll say it again. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Make a solid decision. If you went to Vegas, think about it for a minute. I've been there many times. And go to Vegas and you put that $500, $1,000, $100 on the table, there is a risk. And Dr. Bernstein told us many a times, don't risk more than you can afford to, you can risk or whatever, however he said that. He was letting you know this could possibly be a risk. People, anything you invest in, you can lose. You can.
Oh my God. I mean, this is so batshit crazy for me to even listen to somebody like this telling you that don't invest something more than you can invest, telling you that he's financially secure, he's got nothing to worry about, telling you that he's invested another $100 into the scam, telling you that he's got $40,000 tied up in the scam. And the next person sitting beside him is actually what I thought was two different individuals. It actually looked like mum and daughter, but now I find out that mum's got different glasses on. And it's not daughter, it's mum. So this is a husband and wife team, Bridget and Carl, Farris, telling you that you've got to take risks to get anywhere, not to invest more money than you're prepared to lose. I mean, this is the stupid thing I see on the internet. And these videos aren't on the internet. They're in a private BonChat area. And look at all the certificates that's in the back there. I mean, is this meant to be giving you something solid to go with?
You can win, you can gain. From what I understand tonight, from the person who's going to be on the line tonight, on the Zoom tonight, Dr. Beard has been a man of his word. Think about it for a minute, you all.
A man of his word. Now, can you define what the word man means? A man of his word. Now, where is this man? Is this man doing Zoom meetings where you can talk to him one-on-one? Why aren't they firing up a Zoom meeting and having, oh, that's right, it's against the user terms, user use policies for Zoom. You're not allowed to promote multi-level marketing, perhaps. Maybe all of a sudden he's blind by that. A man of his word. I mean, how batshit crazy. Now, the guy that's in this video will watch my video one day. I want you to reach out to me, DEHEK.com. You can use the contact page on my website and you can reach out to me. I would like to have a one-on-one meeting with you because you look like a man of integrity, a man, and we will have a discussion. And you can tell me how you thought this advice was helping anybody.
After the third signal, they made all that money, third signal, Dr. Bernstein. Beard could have disappeared and never came back.
So have you got any proof that he's actually come back? Have you got any proof that they haven't all packed up shop and ran off somewhere else and there is a Stephen Beard? I mean, somebody was even saying the AI character was hijacked and it was a different AI. And they were talking like the AI was a real person and AI had feeling and had a heart. And then all of a sudden they said it didn't sound like he had the same heart he did previously. They reckon he's been hijacked. And I'm going, are you really listening to this? And this is crazy. Are you really thinking that Stephen Beard is a real person or a real AI with a personality? I don't even know how to explain that because I don't even know. That's just crazy.
He's remained solid. He's remained, so I don't want to go too far into that. Watch the Zoom tonight. I'm going to put the Zoom information right below this video and then make a decision. I'm staying. I'm not going to let $100 deter me from losing almost $40,000 that I've grown in this company in the last 3 months. So I'm staying. I don't know, people. I know it's rough. It's tough. You said we just paid 12%. I wish that we would have been able to pay the $100 versus the 12%. But we really didn't lose the 12%. You all, it's in our account right now. Dr. Beard is paying the money to switch our accounts over from DSJ to the new exchange. He's doing that. So again, just pay attention to tonight's Zoom and then make a solid decision. I appreciate you all. A lot of you all got into this business with an open mind, knowing that, hey, I can win or I can lose. It looks like I'm winning. I'm going to stay around to win. I am a winner, and I understand that sometimes things don't go our way, but you never give up and you never give in. You keep fighting, keeping the faith and keep fighting. It's like a preaching now, but I'm not preaching. I just wanted you to know, watch.
This is stupid. Never give up. It's not about giving up. It's about waking up. And having faith is not something you should do. And this guy is a bottom feeder. He's a disgusting individual, and he needs to be stopped. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create awareness about people who give this batshit crazy advice. It's not on. We've had enough.
The Zoom tonight. The information's in the chat below, and then make a solid decision on what you want to do. And remember, people, you don't want to look back and say, man, I wish I would have stayed. I wish I lost all.
Scare of missing out techniques. They call it FOMO. It's the oldest trick in the book. They're frightening you into making a dumb decision. For what reason is this guy doing this? To keep face? We told you what to do. Is it an exit strategy? How many people did this guy recruit into BG Wealth Sharing? If you've got any first-hand knowledge and you were recruited by this person or his team, we would like to know. Now, what we're going to show you is some blockchain transactions in a minute, which will actually help you identify that we can track the blockchain and what they're doing with the money that they're taking from people who are putting $100 in. If you have got more addresses, we'd love Tron addresses, just saying. But the way that the money's been handled at the moment is making it a lot harder to freeze those accounts. We've already been associated to ZEC, who gave Oz from Behind MLM and myself the credit for doing early investigations on BG Wealth Sharing through CR Group LLC, which is the original company, until it went to Signal Raiders and blah, 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 because we've been following this for a while. But these guys are now telling you to invest in what we see is what we believe the 6th or 7th rebrand of this company, and telling you to put money into a certain wallet address so that you can be merged, have your money merged over. If you've done that and you've got the wallet addresses, we like to follow the money or the crypto. But this guy is horrible, not a nice person. Listen to what the manipulation techniques he's using, the psychological warfare what he's doing. He's gaslighting you into a way of thinking.
All that money because I let $100 keep me. Again, when you go to Chase and you change from Chase to Wells Fargo, you can't walk in there and just open an account. You have to have money to open an account. Let's open this account, see what happens.
This is not a bank, and that terminology is disgusting. To say that you need to have money to open an account is true, but this is not a bank. This is a scam ran out of human trafficking compounds, and he's telling you that you need to open up an account with the scam so that you can have the privilege of watching your money disappear again.
Happens and go from there. Again, God bless you. Make it a great day. Bye for now.
Yeah, so that was the first guy, and then we had his wife start up, and she was off again.
Good morning, Think Big. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes. I have some information that I need to share with you all. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room and those of you who are still getting invalid parameters even after
there definitely
and even after
is an elephant in the room. Now, I might come back to these videos later, but I think you get the idea. These two individuals need to be held accountable for their actions. So what I've done is I've actually set up now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually find Bridget. I'm going to see if I can find any more information on that morning. I think she calls herself Bridget somebody. I can't even find it. Bridget. I just want to make sure I get her nickname correct. Let's just 1 minute, please, caller. What was her name? Dave Ferris. Oh, no, different one. Original. It might have been, I might have actually put them on the wrong one. Yeah, anyway, she's called something like Bridget N. I think it's N, something like N dot. I think it's an N. I could be wrong. and I'll just update her, Bridget. But I like to have this information. So they said something about, what were they called? Team something or other. So does anyone have Team Bridget? Let's see if we can do a quick search and find any more intel on them. So this is what we want. We want to grab intel on these individuals. And sometimes it's as easy as just searching for their name, and we find the whole promotion chain behind them. So why don't we just do that and see what comes up? So we've got husband and wife team. It's M, not N. So there you go. So there's the husband and wife. Is it the husband and wife team? Is that the lady? She's got, how many glasses has this lady got? So let's pretend this is the lady. And I'm going to go back to here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back to there. And I think instead of an N, we might change that to an M. And we will change that to an M. And hopefully we'll have another picture underneath here. So we've got husband and wife team. Now I'm pretty sure that was the same lady. And I'm just going to see if I can quickly find that. The videos. And am I talking to the same lady is the question. So let's go back. And we're going to flip back and forth. We'll do a flip flopper. So that lady there, now I'm not very good with ladies. To be honest, ladies all look the same to me. So we've got a necklace on that looks chunky. We've got teeth that look perfect, maybe porcelain. And now we're looking here. She got no necklace on. She has got a necklace on that one. But her glasses are different. This lady's got more glasses you can poke a stick at. Now I'm looking at the teeth. Got good teeth there. And she's got good teeth there. Those teeth look a bit wonky in the front. And if I look here, I'm thinking that is the same. Let's have a wee listen here for a bit more.
Good morning, Think Big. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the birthday.
Okay, I'm noticing on her hands here, she's got rings.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to hop on really quickly and give you an update. My training Zoom for tonight at 7 has been canceled. Between Kendra and myself, we have set up all the accounts that needed help or that we were responsible for.
Now, this is actually incredible because I think what this lady's been doing is money laundering. And I think I watched this, and I was talking about this one of my Avengers. Hi, Susie, if you're listening. And this lady was talking about how she was collecting the money for over BG Wealth Sharing, or this new entity, and she's going to pay it all together for people. So this is literally money laundering, and this is the lady admitting that she's doing it. So I'm going to listen to this for a second. It's only 3 minutes long. And while you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can find more about her.
A lot of you have set them up on your own. Thank you for reading. Thank you for taking the time to learn. I appreciate that. So I am in the process of funding those accounts. You all have been Zelling me and so on and so forth. I'm funding those accounts as we speak. Just like before, you have.
Oh my God. So people have been Zelling her the funding for those accounts. That is called money laundering. You cannot handle the money for some entity that you do not own and then take that money of individuals and move it into definitely a scam. So this is absolutely incriminating evidence. And she's admitting that she's been taking Zelles from people, which is like Cash App, isn't it?
To move it from exchange to trade, okay? And you do it the same way. You click on transfer under your assets. You log in on your HQI account with your credentials that you have for DSJ as far as your login information. You would hit maximum and you hit the green button that says exchange, and then the money will go over to trade. Once you have complete that, make sure you go into BonChat, download or befriend, ask to be a friend of Elena2026. Elena2026. Say hi. When the message box come up, you can say, hi, Elena, I have paid my $100 migration application fee. And she will come back and ask you your DSJ ID and your ID for HQI, which you would click on the head just like before, just on the other side of the screen now. Then that's your ID number. You would send to her your DSJ ID, your HQI ID, your new ID, and let her know that you paid the $100 and thank her for transferring your funds over. That may take a day or so. That may take a couple hours. Be patient. She will transfer the funds.
Can't believe it. So you pay her the money, then you go into the app and you talk to Elena, who's theoretically handling hundreds and hundreds of pieces of correspondence at the moment, and you just tell her in the chat room that you've jumped through the hoop and you've given them another $100. And this lady's telling you, because she probably realized, I mean, this is how I think, because I go down and chase after these scammers. These people could be a scam within a scam. These people could be taking your money, knowing it's a scam, keeping your money, and then telling you to go in there and tell Elena, who could be anybody, that that you've paid your money. And then out of goodwill, she's going to pay your money on your behalf. You cannot make this up. This is money laundering.
When she transfers those funds, they're going to be sitting in your exchange. If you want to be able to trade, moving from exchange over to trade, same process, okay? You will also have a folder BG-040. This is where the new codes come in for HQI, not the other codes, okay? The new codes for that is
Just why she's talking about new codes and all this is absolute crap. We don't have to see her face. We're talking about elephants. We'll just do that again. But I think it's pretty obvious that this lady is actually, oh, that's the wrong one. I was actually meant to click on this button here. Pretty obvious that this person is going to go to jail. So while she's in jail, we will throw the key away. I need to add to that, don't I? So while she's in jail with her husband, we will actually just listen to her, but we're going to look at a website where Queen of Karma's just put a message out there telling us that we need to report it. I don't know how to do that, but I'll have a look at it while we're listening to her. Let's go.
For HQI comes in BG-040, and you shouldn't have any problems making the trades. The trade times, Eastern Standard Time, 169. Central Standard Time, 1258 are the trade times, to my understanding. I may have that middle one mixed up. Y'all check for yourself, but I think that's the new trading times, or the same trading times. But anyway, check for yourself on that. And I just wanted to say the training meeting is canceled. We're in the process of trying to fund those accounts who the responsibilities has been laid in our hands. And don't forget to move your money from exchange to trade. Don't forget to ask Elena 2026 to be your friend. She'll come back. Again, you tell her you paid your $100 fee. You send her your DSJ account number and your new HQI account number. Give her some time. Today is the deadline. It won't happen in 15 minutes. Give her some time. She'll transfer your funds. And again, you're moving from exchange to trade. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I could literally have a network
everyone.
like this lady. I could set up a Telegram username. I'm not sure if she was talking about BonChat or Telegram, to be honest. So if I've got that wrong, excuse me, either or. I'm pretty sure I could have set up a username and called it any name I want, and then tell you to chat to me in there that you've made your deposits. Then I've washed my hands of any liability coming back to me telling you to deposit your money into whatever. Because these people could be running a scam within a scam. They could literally create a username, tell you to message that username, that you've done it. They'll write back to you and go, yep, you're done good, you're in. Just give it some time. Who would know? And that's what these people need to be held accountable. So if I've got it wrong, this is your right of reply. Reach out to me. And, by all means, if you are, for coincidence, watching now, thank you very much for the donation. I just saw that come through now. I don't even know how to bring those up without it causing issues. So I might just have a wee play and see if I can click that. So thank you very much. Now I've got, now add to broadcast. I think this takes up the whole screen, this one. Look at that. Oh, so what have we got here? A cup of coffee style. Thank you very much. Appreciate the gesture, but it does take up the whole screen, that big one. That's a bit of a worry, isn't it? But thank you very much for the support and all that. It really does make a difference. So these people are absolutely mad. Well, I'm calling them, my partner keeps on saying to me, you can't keep on saying batshit crazy. And I go, okay then. What can I say instead? But they are absolutely mad. They are. I mean, but these people are actually more cunning. You got to give them merit. If you're going to scam people, you might as well go the whole hog. I just can't get over the fact that this couple admitted that they're taking money on behalf of BG Wealth Sharing and then giving it to people in human trafficking compounds, in my opinion. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, what we were doing before we was interrupted is we first of all went to the address that we saw, and that was a one. We also got this other thing that Queen of Karma wanted me to look at. But this is crazy because this is December the 29th, 2025. Does that mean that this has actually been going for a while? This doesn't make sense. Posted 5 hours ago, December the 29th, 2025. Am I missing something? Isn't 2026? Okay. So Richard Herner. So what is this that you want me to read? Why
Richard
am I reading?
Hermans, the president and CEO of $HQI, recently bought 18,854 shares of the company's stock on December 22nd, 2025, for about $172,104. This was noted by Quiver Quantitative based on recent SEC filings. This purchase boosted his shareholding by roughly 0.6%, bringing his total to 2,941,157 shares of $HQI stock. $HQI insider trading activity in the last 6 months.
Yeah. So what are we? Is this just a coincidence that somebody was using the same name? Or maybe they have passed off somebody that had a real name? What am I looking at here? I don't actually know, but thank you for that. You can take a screenshot and have a read of that if you want. I don't think I necessarily need, it's already in the chat room. But yeah, it's really, really weird. Really weird. Odd. Lots of stuff. But this isn't, I don't know if you guys knew, but there's a company called BlackRock. And when I was busting Goliath Ventures, I remember talking to two firemen who deposited $100,000 each into a scam, and they thought that Goliath Ventures was using the services of BlackRock, and I said, no, it's my Black Block, not Rock Block .com, and they went, oh, but yeah, so don't overlap, don't let people pass off the name of one company to the other one. So the other one here that we've got is this is an app. And if I was to, basically try to police this, I can't find that where that's ringing. If I was trying to police this platform, I'd have to report a domain name, which is 7324.app. And I don't know how to do it, but I'm trying to find out how to get somebody on the stage at the moment. 1 minute, please. Oh, there it is. Queen of Karma. I knew it was you. How you doing, darling? Nice to see you here.
Yeah, hi. So I was just thinking, you were just doing this amazing stream about HQI. I'm quite enjoying it. Very good.
Thank you.
But, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
What if this, now the psychology behind
Pick your laptop
what's
up.
going...
It's got a fan problem.
Oh, is the fan going loud again?
Yeah, it sounds like something else, but just saying.
Okay, well,
that's all right. It's not too bad. It's not bad. It's just sometimes I think it all depends. We need to get a duster in there.
I need to get a fan for my computer.
I know. You need a fan club. It's just it's running. It just means that you're running hot. Like we have Richard in the truck sometimes, and he's driving down the motorway, bouncing over and driving over people, as we call it. But that's all right. Carry on.
Well,
Sorry.
I was editing and researching for the last several hours, so that's why. But hear me out.
All right.
Okay,
gotcha.
So the psychology behind what's going on here is very fascinating to me. As we know, I'm a psych nut, being a social service worker and everything. So, what if, just hear me out, 3 scams popped up when BG Wealth sharing went down. There was SwiftWave, right? That's what it was called, the new one? There was this HQI. And right now, there is also that BG one that I just shared to you, the website you just had up. That is actually run by Chinese scammers.
Oh.
And I don't know if they're the same group, but it might be. So this is what I was thinking. What if when BG Wealth went down, these scammers decided to triple their chances of ripping off all of the victims again, and they're actually running all 3 of them?
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
Because it would cause the perfect confusion as it's doing, and then the ones that don't want to sign up for SwiftWave might join HQI. But then the ones that don't have $100, they're saying that they can now join this new BG wealth sharing and just go about it like none of this ever happened.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
almost like we have like 3 levels of scam.
oh,
Like we
no,
have one for rich
I mean,
people, one for like people that are like middle class, and then one for like poor people, like me, you know?
yeah, I know. Well, I tell you what it is. I mean, and you're not wrong. I'm gonna make Oz. So if you go through Oz's website, and right, so look at this. Have you heard of this one?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
I was just looking into that recently. It popped up somewhere else, actually.
What's it called?
I was looking at
Trading
something. See, that's
trading
what happens
signals?
is they're all connected.
Well, they're all the same thing. So everyone now thinks that trading signals, click a button, paste is actually a real trading thing because you've all been climatized to thinking it's real.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is the real sad part. You know, here's your fake CEO. We've got to have some CEO. Why does every scam have to have a CEO?
Well, honestly, because people like Oz and I, when we're looking into whether or not it's a scam, a CEO being listed and like a team being listed on the website is one of the first things we look at. Do
But-
they list a CEO, a COO? Do they have a secretary? Like that's what. So I think they're trying to like fake us out.
Oh, of course. But what I'm getting at is the fact that every one of these scams has to tick a box for everyone that tries to do due diligence. And the due diligence comes out of your PDF, that how good the website is, whether it has a CEO, whether they have a company certificate, whether they have a premises, whether you get a free car, whether the compensation plan is good. They just, it's like, I used to do a lot of website marketing and people used to say, oh, how do you make a website come up to the top 10? And I said, well, actually what I liken it to is 20 glasses of water. And if I have a good website address, it fills up one of those glasses of waters when it comes to SEO marketing. Now, if I have content on my website and it's great content, that fills up another glass. And then if I have pictures that are named and they have alt tags, that fills up another glass. Now I've got 3 glasses out of the 17 glasses full. And you go through the whole website structure. So it might be backlinks. And before you know it, it's actually a formula. And it's like when you bake a cake, do you put flour in it and put it in the oven? I don't know. But do you put egg in it? Some of them you do, some of them you don't. Do you put salt in it? Why would you put salt in a sweet cake? You know, do you put carrots in it? Do you put icing on it? Do you put bananas on it? How long do you cook it for? It's the ingredients that these guys are using now is catering to people with all different appetites. And if you need to see a CEO to make you believe, they'll put one in there for you. Yeah. If you need to read the legal documents because you're a reader, they'll put readable documents here. That doesn't work with me.
And now they can just get AI to write them up. We've even seen them like just copy and paste from other people.
Yeah.
And like forget to edit.
Well, they forget to put them in. So if we went through Oz, and Oz is a friggin' unsung hero here because he just bangs out all this stuff. You know, and if you went through his last 20 scams, this is the era of clicker Ponzi schemes.
Yeah.
And it used to be credit cards. It used to be NFTs. It used to be memes. It used to be investment scams where you'd buy a membership. It
used to be health and wellness MLMs at one point. I was just like, it was just full of those several years ago.
Well, that's brilliant because look at them all merged into where are they all finished up now? So we had Julia Anderson was promoting more. What do they call that one?
Julie Anderson.
But if you went through
Monet, the hair one.
Yeah, and then all the Monet multi-level marketers all merged into another opportunity, and then they rebranded it, and then that failed. Yep. So then they all moved over to the next one, and now I think they're all in virtual health. So I think it's Vital Health. I forget what it is, Vital Health or Virtual Health. But all these multi-level marketers that were hell-bent saying that Melanuka's the best thing, Amway's the best thing, Organo Coffee's the best thing, haven't stopped what they're doing, and that's just recruitment. And they just bounce from one to the other, and then they get to the very end of the line, and now they're all at the same place. It's like at the moment there's a bottleneck everyone's all gone to the very last, but they've all tried like a transit card turned into something else, and they just keep evolving. And what we find, if we went through Oz's stuff, you know, Ponzi app scammers arrested in India. Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, they're starting to do a lot more arrests lately.
Hey, I was on. Did you hear that I'm on Indian news? No, Pakistani news. Oh, there's your website. Hey, do check out Queen Account. Oh my God, you're getting close to 8,000 subscribers. We're gonna have a party.
I'm only 100 away or something.
Oh, please. I don't know if I can bring that up. How do you bring up your number count?
I don't think you can bring it up.
Oh, no, it doesn't. 100 away. So there we go. Tomorrow we want 8,000. We're going to have a party in the house. Well done. What was I going to do? I was going to go somewhere and show you guys something.
Your Indian news.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I think I can bring this. I actually wanted to. What have we done? Websites, utilities, Zoom. There we go. Danny, go to my dashboard. So I can't understand what they're saying, but if I go to videos, there should be. Oh, did it not upload? Oh, maybe I didn't upload it. It didn't work. I've got to put it online now. I've got this far. It didn't come this far. It only come this far. But I'm hoping it's real. It's going to be tricky, is it? Oh, it's going to be tricky, but we're gonna persevere. Give me 1 minute, please. Call it.
It's a 3 times a day click trade coming from a professor. Yeah. $300 minimum now at X trade. Yeah. Actually, that's not surprising that they would ask for a $300 minimum. 100 is low. That's why I'm saying like it's interesting that HQI wants $100. It's because it's like people probably have a lot more than that in BG Wealth. My whole thing is, why would you? How would DSJEX, if it's gone down and it's having all these issues? Because Stephen Beard says it was having a bunch of issues, right? And he had to disconnect from it. How would they then transfer everybody's funds just over to HQI? Like, you want me to believe that they were like, oh, we'll just give those people all of your money?
Yeah.
Like, is that what I'm supposed to believe?
So by creating a new exchange, it hasn't resolved the issues or the compliance problems they've been having. It's just absolutely
the website too, it's only been around for a little bit. So
yeah. Well, the current website.
So like it's brand new.
Hey, look, I'll just show you this. This is crazy. It's just a bit of, I don't even know how to explain what this is, but this is something that happened. This is I won't play it all, but just we're going to listen to it for a minute, all right?
गुलशन इकबाल में कायम इस गैर कानूनी कॉल सेंटर के जरिए गैर मुल्की शहरियों को मुबैना तौर पर करोड़ों रुपए का चूना लगाया गया। मुर्तजा उर्फ हानी अपने करीबी साथियों फहाद उर्फ फैडी, उमर उर्फ रॉबिन, डॉक्टर मैडी और मानी नामी शख्स के साथ मिलकर इस पूरे नेटवर्क को चला रहा था।
कराची। Wait. Scam.
कराची में गैर कानूनी कॉल सेंटर से खिलाफ जारी क्रैकडाउन ने अब एक नया रुख इख्तियार कर लिया है। 2 हफ्ते कबल गुलशन इकबाल में होने वाली कार्रवाई के बाद अब तहकीकात सिर्फ गिरफ्तार कॉलिंग एजेंट्स तक महदूद नहीं रही, बल्कि मुबैना तौर पर मास्टरमाइंड के गिर्द घेरा तंग किया जा रहा है। न सिर्फ ये, बल्कि इस केस की बाज़गश्त अब बैनुल अक़वामी सतह पर भी सुनाई देने लगी है। अमरीकी तहकीकाती सहाफ़ी डैनी डी हैक की
They've quoted. I know. I'm listening to that and I'm trying to figure out where they talk about me. And then they go, Danny. They go, Danny D. Heck. But I mentioned, I don't even know, featured. It must be on. They must have taken that screenshot from my LinkedIn, and it says. But I actually exposed this scammer on my LinkedIn. I do quite a lot of work exposing the Pakistani software houses, which is where they claim to. But anyway, there I am in Pakistani news for the first time, which is actually fantastic, but I had to laugh at it. Oh, going back on script. So I think...
Yeah, if you put it on YouTube, Then you can maybe get the auto translate to do it in English for you.
I've uploaded it twice. For some reason, it won't work, and then I've tried to transfer it. Something's bogus with it. I'm wondering if it's actually. I've been trying to find it actually on YouTube, is what I've been doing to do, because it's actually called.
Try to make a video file of it in Canva.
I've got to have
and download that and then upload it.
Yeah,
I've had to do that before with certain files.
Yeah, it's just I haven't got around to it yet. I'm going to start selling round to it. They're brilliant. Have you ever bought one of those? I'm going to start selling them in my shop. We get around to it. I've only had it for 24 hours and I've just been flat busy. I think the value I can give people in this blog here is actually showing you something that's pretty wicked. Now, before we went live, I had Crypto G, who was up to 2:30 in the morning trying to help me with this stuff. So what I've done, I've got my website online, and I've managed to find the link where people are paying $100 each. So if you went in here, and this is, I'm not very good at this crypto stuff, but in here you can see $103, $103, $104.
And it tells you the inputs are money coming in, outputs is what's going out.
Right. So 7 inputs. I don't know why there's 7 inputs for one figure of $103 though.
Well, that's because there's 20 outputs. So they've apparently taken the $100 out more than $100 has come in.
I don't follow. I don't even understand that. That doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like they're transferring it quite quickly. And that's just the balance of what would be in there right now.
But who's transferring it quite quickly?
Well, whoever is running these wallets.
But these wallets are individual people like you and me depositing $100.
They're paying it.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I've gone through here, and we've got. We did an investigation. People gave me some information, and then I got one of the wallet addresses, and I stuck it into this program here, which is telling me that people are depositing over $100 into. So I likened it to a bar with 500 people in it. Everyone's got their briefcases with them, and their briefcases are Bitcoin. And there's a man walking around the bar asking everyone they want to buy a raffle, and it's $100. So everyone's opening up their Bitcoin wallets and handing this guy that we don't know who he is $100 so they can be in the raffle, which is because it's a recovery raffle trying to get your money back from BG Wealth Sharing. But the problem is everyone you can see is depositing like you would normally, a little bit more than $100. This one didn't quite make it, so they're $98.34. So what I've done is I've gone into, let's say, Mary Smith's wallet. Click on that. And when we're in Mary Smith's wallet, I don't understand this, but I'm assuming that she's had $14,000 worth of activity on her wallet. And she has actually paid $100 in the hope that she will have her funds transferred over to from BG Wealth Sharing to her new opportunity that she signed up for.
Well, yeah, because that's what they're being told.
Right. So here's the proof.
Which makes no sense, because like I said, why would DSJEX just give this new exchange access to all their funds?
So we're past all that now. Now we're getting down to the facts, that what we can see on the blockchain. So what we've got is facts that over 5,000 people, well, there's been $5,100 transactions where people have decided to pay the $100 to set up a new account, hoping that they can trade their way out of the disaster they've got themselves with BG Wealth Sharing. So we've got this couple here that are telling people that they're going to do the work for them. So if you go into these videos here, we've got this lady here instructing you guys to give her the $100, and she will take all that money as one big payment and pay that lady on your behalf, which is money laundering. All right.
I don't think that's legal. I don't think you can do that.
It's definitely not legal because it's money laundering. You cannot handle the money from Kmart. So let's say I'm going to go shopping at Kmart for everybody, and I'm going to go around knock on everyone's door and say, would you like to buy a new armchair from Kmart? They're only $100. So everyone says, yeah, sure, thank you, Danny. And I collect all the $100, and then I go theoretically go into Kmart and tell Kmart I'd like a wholesale rate because I'm bringing in $50,000 worth of money for you guys, and they do some shady backyard deal. I don't know. But you're not allowed to collect the money for Kmart from other people representing Kmart when you don't work for Kmart. That's why, if it is, you're money laundering. There's no proof that that lady's actually paid that money. And now she's telling you to go onto an app and chat to Elena, 3461, and tell her.
I don't like this because she would have to then have access to everybody's wallets. It makes no sense because it would only be like her, if they're all sending her the $100 and then she signs into an HQI account.
No. It gets worse than that.
She's going to go in there as if it's all her money?
No, you've got to listen to this.
There is a way for her to distribute
Hello, everyone.
it.
Mixed up.
Listen to this.
Not
Check
really.
for yourself, but I think that's the new trading times or the same trading times.
So she's telling us here that she's going to get Elena to basically give everyone an IOU. And when you go to speak to Elena 3461, whatever it was, that Elena will tick it off. Oh, you've paid, literally manually.
Wow.
Right. That's why that video is absolutely batshit crazy. If you want these videos, let me know. So what I'm saying is this lady here is running a scam within a scam, because she, first of all, shouldn't be money laundering and handling the money of this new entity that's claiming they are the same as BG Wealth Sharing. So this is how batshit crazy it is, guys. BG Wealth Sharing is claiming that they've been investigated. So in the meantime, let's just start up another company over here that is doing exactly the same thing. And instead of paying $500, you pay $100. And then after the investigation happens, we're telling you guys that we're going to transfer all the money over to here. And you guys are going, okay. So what we've got here, 5,000 people here have paid $100 because they think that's real. We've got another lady in here telling you that she's going to handle the money for you. But in the meantime, what you don't see is $57,000. And remember, the last time any action happened on this was ages ago. So the last transaction on this wallet was like 2 or 3 days ago, because now people are having problems because they've already stolen the money. Now there's $57,000 has all been packaged up into bricks, for the use of a better term, and gone out to so the man's walked around the bar with 500 people dressed in black. Everyone's bought a raffle ticket for $100. He's put it in his bag, which is a Bitcoin bag, and he's gone out the back room. And in the back room, there's another guy there, and he's got 4 bags of money. So this guy here is the bad guy, right? And now we can show you on this. And hopefully I'm explaining this right. And that I clicked on the wrong one. We're going to go to this one here. So now I'm going to show you some scary stuff. This is 5 transactions: 34,000, 77,000, 93,000, 85,000, and there's our 56,000. These 4 top bags are all owned by the same guy. So he's decided to break, instead of having one big bag of $56,000, he's decided to break it into 4 different lots, even though it's the same guy. So you got a guy out the back room with $56,000, and he's met his mate standing there with 4 other bags of money. This is layman's terms. And it's all money that they've put together for what purpose? And you've been told that you're now going to get trading signals. And on the blockchain here, right in front of you, there's no trading going on. So why are they packaging up the money into larger bags? And imagine you're a bank robber. You go in there and you take all the money from the customers, you go out to the safe, and you open the vault and you start putting it into bags so that you can run away with the money. Here's the bags right in front of you. You know, and what we've done is we've put all those monies in there. So then we've gone into another man in black's bag and we've followed it backwards. And now we can see him doing the same thing: $100, $105, $151. And we're following the money backwards. So why are they doing this? Because you guys have, this isn't our first rodeo. So now I'm going to do something even a bit more stranger. If I go into my bookmarks and we go to the blockchain, We go to BG Wealth Sharing, and I'm going to open all 10 tabs. So previously, BG Wealth Sharing, people are claiming that BG Wealth Sharing has been around here for a long time. So I'm going to find, all right, so this is the activity of BG Wealth. Doesn't go back any further than 24 months.
No, it doesn't.
Right. And here you can see all the money. So if I click on one of these suckers, this is now on the Tron network. And this is the network that's got frozen as well, or part of it. I can go to transfers.
Yeah, they froze it. They froze something like 30 million, over 30 million on there.
$41,500,000. And
was that all on Tron?
well, okay, yeah, you're right. HQIEX and Tron, I think. I don't even follow it.
I think just over 30. I think it was like 31 mil was directly on Tron.
Right. So this is the Tron. This is BG Wealth's money. Now, Zach XBT thanked myself and Oz for our early work at exposing BG Wealth Sharing. Zach reached out to me because he found my blog, and all the credit goes to Crypto G, and they found the blockchain addresses where they could see where the money was. This is the other bags of money that they have. See, they're all, this is not money from trading. This is 88,000, 88,000, 8,800, 44. You know, all these are round figures. Well, not all of them, but nearly all of them are round figures. They're doing exactly the same thing. They are blocking up the money like it's bricks. They're bagging the money to caribou amounts, and then they'll be moving it all over the place. All these addresses here that you see are all the hashtags where we followed the money. And now what do you see? You see them doing the same thing over here, packaging up the money. They're not doing any trading. So I don't know how to say this. I mean, if I finish this section, of their wallet should absolutely be preserved and investigated further alongside any related transaction hashes flowing in. So what we're asking you guys to do, if you have been silly enough to either give this lady and this man your crypto or your wallet, and they are on your behalf paying it, can you please give us the transaction hashes so we can investigate this couple? Because theoretically, we should be able to follow the wallet address that they're telling you to deposit the money into, and let's see if it finishes up on the same blockchain master wallets. Let's see if this couple actually delivered your money, because I don't believe they will. These people are not even allowed to handle that money. It's just absolutely crazy. So if we went, platform itself presents familiar illusion of legitimacy, crypto charts, balances, trading dashboards, further sections, and polished mobile interfaces. But slick interfaces do not prove real trading is taking place. We've got no proof of that whatsoever. In fact, many of these clone clicker button platforms are little more than cosmetic front ends designed to stimulate activity while controlling deposits and withdrawals internally. That's mean they will make your app say whatever they want you to do to keep the illusion alive. And when the collapse finally accelerates, the operators simply freeze withdrawals, rotate domains, demand new fees, disabled old websites, and was it merge? Migrate victims onto the next version. And that's why we're going to see all these scams coming out, and you guys might not be strong enough to realize that they're all coming out of the same place. Because we've seen the patterns before, we are watching it happen again now. So the illusion changes, the pattern stays the same. The most dangerous thing about HQIEX is not the technology, it is the emotional manipulation. As Queen Akama said to us yesterday, unfortunately, we've had our first person die by suicide because of BG Wealth Sharing. And as I said, that's the second person that I know of in the recent times that have taken their own lives because of the detrimental effects losing all your money has on you. These Ponzi schemes and scams go after people sitting home alone in front of a computer screen. They're trying to find their passive income dream that is not going to eventuate. Do not let it push you over the edge. Reach out to the Avengers. We're here to help victims. We don't want to call you victims. We want to call you survivors. We want you guys to identify the red flags. We want you to say to your friend, no, I don't want an investment opportunity. I'm happy as I am. I want you guys to go out with cups of teas and have coffees with your friends and build relationships, because all these things schemes do is destroy relationships.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They look for people that are isolated, right?
Oh.
And so part of it's also a bit of the loneliness epidemic they keep talking about.
It's massive that. You know, I remember when I turned at the age of 39, I had a burst appendix. I went through a divorce all within 24 hours. And I remember when I got myself back on the feet, I lost 9 kgs in 1 week. I was a pretty sad fella at the time. And I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment 10 meters from the railway lines. And at 4:30 in the morning, every morning, the train used to go past and honk its horn. And I thought, oh my God, this is my life. So then I started going out to the local pub, looking at other guys that were sitting in the pub trying to find friends and families. And I thought, I don't want to be one of those guys. So I started up a social club, and I finished up having 500 people in my social club. And I built up a club where people used to go out, climb and hike mountains, go out for dinners. I used to arrange with my business at the time 15 different events every week. And I used to just get people out there building relationships, friendships. And I finished up, now I've got far too many friends. But loneliness, I used to say, is a killer. Yeah. And loneliness is a horrible thing. You know, and building friendships is very hard to do. And you might think I'm an extrovert. I'm actually an introvert. I'm big on the camera. I'm quiet at home. I like traveling. I will turn up like I did in Bangladesh when I was 50. And I just love observing people, culture. I love friendships, but sometimes you want your privacy, but sometimes that can be loneliness isn't always that good. You need your own time, but, don't let these horrible people, steal your money. And
or
it's
your life.
Well, and it really is. And but I know that was
worth it.
Say it again, sorry.
They aren't worth it, and even if you lose everything in one of these, I promise that you can still start over. It'll be hard work, but it is way better to lose all your money and have to start over than it is for your family and your friends to lose you, because no matter what, you have people out there that care about you. Everyone does. Everyone has at least a few people in this world that would be devastated if something happened to them.
And it's really true. That's never true. I mean, I think we all have to have a purpose. That's why we want you to become an Avenger. Help us fight these people.
I'll put that is a big part of it as well. Its lack of purpose, and in this society today, a lot of people are experiencing lack of purpose, and these things convince people that they have a purpose and that their purpose is to help other people, and which makes them think they're doing something good. It's evil.
And being part of a community is what everyone is. That's why church groups do really well. I remember I was brought up in a religious cult. My mum, I was 2.5 when my mum got involved in it. My mum had gone through a very terrible divorce, like a lot of divorces are. And she found this religious group that gave her a sense of purpose, belonging, and that I can't even knock the religion for doing that. A lot of people I used to say that 50% of people were in the religion because they believed the Bible, and the other 50% of people were in it just because they loved the community. And the trust.
No, it's true.
I literally trusted everybody in the religion with my life, literally did. I tell them the most intimate things about me and my life as I was growing up, because you trusted
you kind of have to in those as well.
Yeah. Hey, look, I want to do something. I just want to finish this last paragraph off, and then I'm going to go have a look at our friend Stinger. If you've got a minute, I think that'd be quite funny.
Sure. Yeah, I got time.
Good one. The operations appear to be The operation appear to understand exactly how the operators appear to understand exactly how to keep the victims psychologically trapped. Offer hope. Hope is I'm not going to talk about hope again, but hope is a terrible thing, but it's a good thing too. Create urgency, FOMO, persuasive fake balances just because it's on technology that you love technology. I've got right now in front of me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens. I love technology. And sometimes I think we get wound up with technology and gadgets that do something and be able to download this and make that do that and click that and figure out how to do things. But don't let it, lie to you. Fake balances is something people keep telling me, you don't know what you're talking about. People tell me they've made money on the platform. They show me the technology, the app, and I'm going, oh my God. Promise recovery. That's hope again. And make the next payment feel small compared to your initial loss. It's what they call pig butchering. It's the same as romance scams. They keep...
No, it actually really is called that.
Yeah. And that's when they go to the butcher and they take all the meat off the bone and they come back and go, I think we can get a little bit more meat off the bones. They might even wait 6 months before they come back to you and offer you another deal. They don't show any, remorse. Okay, that's why people continue following them even after withdrawals collapse. And unfortunately, some of the same promoters who pushed BG Wealth Sharing and DSJEX now appear to be actively encouraging victims, we want to be survivors, to migrate into HQIEX while presenting it as a solution rather than a continuation of the same problem. At this stage, the summaries are impossible to ignore. Same mechanics, same narrative, same domain name rotation, same signal trading function, same pressure tactics, the same endless cycle, just one more step. Only the logo has changed. I mean, this one here I didn't want to do because I'm thinking that people haven't really learned if they fall for this scam.
No, I know that people haven't learned, but Danny, think of it like this. We aren't just warning the people that they're preying on who were in BG Wealth. We're warning new people as well who have never heard of any of these and they might fall victim. So if you're getting discouraged, just remind yourself of that. Say, but it's also for the new people who don't know about any of this and they might come across it and think it's good. And then maybe you'll feel a bit better. Because I also get discouraged. Like, you know me, I've been covering on passive for 5 years, Danny.
And for the last 2
years, they rebranded. I do a stream every Friday where we talk about it because my fear is not so much for the people that were in it. Like, they're goners to me. Most of them are like loud promoters in it, and they think Ash is Jehovah. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, they really do. So you have to like give up on them a little bit. But the thing that keeps me going is that one day in future, if they do open this thing up to the public, like they keep claiming they're going to, there'll be new people that have never heard of Ash Mufareh or Susie McRae or Chris Johnson, and they might be victim, and they don't deserve that,
I know. I got an interesting one for you. So this is this wallet address, right? I'm sitting here with a calculator trying to figure out what's $100 times 5,000, whatever. And here it is right in front of me. So is that
too. I'm awful at that.
So how much is that? Is that, is that 56,000 or is that 565,000?
No, Danny, that's $565,000 and 426.
So if you're a professional scammer and you knew that you could scam people pretending that you were a recovery, I could have theoretically been clever enough to go, why don't I start up a copycat scam, and knowing that I could potentially make $500,000 within 3 days. Doing. It's unreal.
Like people, well, think about it. If you're a scammer and you hear that a scam just collapsed, who better to prey on?
I know.
And they've already fallen for it once. Why wouldn't they do it again? That's why it's so important for us to be like, stop doing this to yourselves.
Well, the other thing there is I've also groomed you how to move money around the internet. You already know how to.
They've also groomed you not to listen to your intuition or your warning, to be toxically positive all the time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like mind psychology going on in these things that are very culty in comparison to any other businesses in the world.
All right, let's watch this video. Listen to this for a second.
How's it going, fam?
Is this guy part of the problem or solution?
I just got off the phone with multiple people trying to explain what HQI is and the platform, the exchange. So I decided I just might as well make a video and breaking down my opinions of the app and some of the places to direct yourself and trying to scroll around and understand some of the things of that app. All right. So here's the app. You know what? First thing we gotta do, let me just show you where to log in.
Okay, so the first thing he's trying to show you is how to sign up for this program.
Well, is he showing us? I want to give him a chance.
No. Look,
because I've logged into these before in order to blast them. So let's give him a couple more minutes.
It's already got the referral link underneath.
Yeah, I know, but I signed up for on passive so that I could poke around. So
right.
I don't know yet. I'm hoping he says this is a giant scam. Look at it.
All right.
Oh, this is what I copied from BonChat.
It's a bit quiet.
New website. Some of the websites still crash, but it doesn't crash like the old DSJ or
some of the websites crash, but it doesn't crash like the old DSJ. So this one's not so bad. So it's already crashing.
Come on, guys.
Constantly crash. So these are the new websites right here. Okay, so all you have to do is click on one.
Thank you.
So the problem here is this guy is not a big scammer.
It's ugly, and it's only for mobile, by the way. There is no desktop. I can't look at it on my computer.
But you think about this guy's got a taste of what it was like when his mates signed up and he got a bit of commission money. And that's why this is a new, you might have seen my blogs where I've named and shamed anyone in a Zoom meeting. So we went through, there's 5,000 people in a Zoom meeting. We tried to scrape the whole lot. We got about 2,500 people. And now those same people are reaching out to me, telling me, oh, look, I only went in there to have a look. I didn't sign up and I didn't recruit anybody. And I go, well, who referred you into it? They won't tell me because it's a friend of theirs. But anyway, this guy might have been one of those people. He's actually referred people into BG Wealth Sharing, received some commissions, I assume, and then got a taste of it. And then all of a sudden he's got cut off and he's going to say, I'm on to the next one now. I'm going to see, he'll be telling his wife, I'm going to do a YouTube video. Imagine if we had 100 people sign up and we got $10 from everybody, and then they put more money in. You know, it's just like, it's too hard to ignore for these people who are fresh. This is fresh meat. I don't believe this guy's got a history, but I'm interested to know the mentality behind it.
I'm already logged in. Now, the home page, it really doesn't work. Nothing works. Okay, I think it's still under the migrating or everything from DS.
So that's his excuse. So the web page doesn't work. So his take on it is it's just still migrating the web page.
But that makes no sense.
I know.
Because according to him and all these people, HQI was already established before BG Wealth. They're acting like they've connected to a platform that was already established because DSJ wasn't established and it has problems, right? So this is supposed to be a safer choice according to Stephen Beard's messages. So why the fuck would it be crashing then, sir?
Is that why you sent me that letter through? Because that showed that it had a bigger history than BG Wealth. Well, it's been established for some time.
Oh, I think it has been, but not as.
Yeah. So are you saying that HQI Exchange has been established for quite a few months? It wasn't fired up after.
I'm saying Stephen Beard is telling all of them that. So this migration being the reason why the site is crashing wouldn't make sense if it was not a brand new app. So he kind of just ratted them out.
Right. So it's kind of like Apple and Microsoft decided to merge together.
Yeah.
But Apple's already got its systems and processes that shouldn't be having a problem.
Yeah, so it would be fine. It would be literally like 2 days and it would be over. See, Ash Mufareh did a 2-year merge. And my friend was like streaming it for a whole week straight because she thought it would be over soon. and she like had to give up because they just kept merging. And we were like, it doesn't take over a week, even if you have a million problems, to merge a platform.
Yeah. All right.
So if the only way that they would have alleged problems is if it was brand new. So is he now saying it's brand new? Like,
I don't even know. We'll play this video much more, but what I'm getting at here, the main point is this guy is out here trying to lure you into not only solving the problem of losing all your money with BG wealth sharing, but on the hope that you will also sign up and he will get a commission. So the monster, the dragon, has not had its head slayed off. And the problem isn't Stephen Beard and Elena. The problem is
no, because I don't even think they exist.
no, the problem is that these people are part of the problem. And this guy, like the Area 51 guy, reached out to me and said, if I don't take down his video, he's gonna see me in court. Now he's deleted all his videos and we don't. Yeah, we haven't. You know.
So we'll start off with the top left. You have the languages that this is okay to be in. Of course, we're in English.
What?
Digital currencies, I'll go to this, and that's about it. The futures or precious metals doesn't work either. Okay. On the very
nothing works.
Very bottom, we're just gonna go through these icons or these little tabs. Okay?
Not a great sign.
Quotes. Oh, let me just go ahead and log back in.
Censored.
You have the quotes. Basically, if you want to trade on your own, these are the different currencies you could trade: Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD.
No.
Hey guys, come join my site. It doesn't work. Here, let me show you.
And these are the different currencies you can trade. Trading normally means you can take your money off the platform. This one's all about in money.
This one doesn't even work.
Just like foreign exchange. Okay. The futures and the precious metals, once again, they're still under construction with this website.
Oh wait, are they doing precious metals too?
For my opinion.
Oh my god, that's like gold, Danny.
Advance towards getting our withdrawals. So they came over and they created a new website where we can be able to withdraw eventually. So right now they're in the works of just getting everything up with the app all completed and done, so they could be able to have a full functioning website. Okay. Next one is trade.
Bless
this is where we copy paste our trades. Okay.
Doesn't that sound stupid, sir?
And then you copy and paste in this little box.
Right? Oh wow! Oh, hold it, you did it wrong.
So stupid.
Okay, so it goes in here.
Oh my god, this is not how you do this.
After it's complete, down below here, it will give you your order, BG040.
BG?
And then you can check your order.
Yeah,
here's
right.
The historical orders right here.
What have we got here? So, 60 seconds.
We've lost a couple.
So is this what it turns up? Pull.
This is his trading. The green, I'm assuming, are the ones he's won on. And then the reds is usually the ones that you lose with.
So they had 98.
How it goes, but I'm not sure because this is a scam. So I don't know if they're using a system that you would usually use.
Well, 98% success rate was something they used to say along. We won't go too much into this guy. I want to focus more on this other guy that we've got, see what he's on about.
You know how many of these videos we've watched, Danny? How many of these videos of them doing these stupid copy-paste trading do you think we've watched in the past few years?
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched him.
3,000 or...
I think this is the funny part. So he's got my account, exchange 0, trade. He's got 21, available balance is $21,000.
Well, it's 0, but they can play pretend, I guess.
Oh, well, isn't that what that says?
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't believe that there's any money in there.
Well, I mean, the thing is, well, no, but the point is, so there's, so there's the address there, you see.
There you go. There, Danny, try to go into it.
Yeah, and I wonder if I can actually get that.
Yeah, you'd have to like do it with your phone or
no, I've got it sussed. It's all right. No, I know how to do that. I just need to wait for it. I'm just wondering if I can get the exact address, because what I'm thinking of is if I get that, I might be able to
copy right there.
It doesn't work like that. It's a friggin' video. You didn't say that.
Can you do it though with the QR code?
Oh, no,
can you not do that?
Well, don't need to, because I go in here like this, and theoretically, so what we should be able to see is change that for his address.
Yeah.
Hopefully, And let's see what happens. So,
Should
no,
be
I've got it
able-
wrong. So I need to go through. All right.
Okay,
So
hold on. See where it says search blockchain transactions address the search bar? Try to type it into the search bar.
Yeah. Keep your pants on. Jesus, you're hard work sometimes. All righty, let's go. Right, let's go. What have we got? All right, so you can't see it, but I've actually got it beside me here. So what we can do is we can theoretically type it in and see how far we go. Oops, the daisy. Is that right? All right. Okay. Right. Now we're searching, and we go back to, we've got BT.
It says no results found there.
Yeah, wait. Okay, so nothing yet. Now, what have we got? So we're going to go H. So I can read it. Oh, can we actually? Oh, we can't see it. So it's 9D, 9P, capital C, DD, R. Now that's what I call it. G. Is that a Q? 5, MB, RX, VVU. That's so far. So that would have found it by now. So I'm wondering what.
Did he delete it? Is it not?
No, I can't delete it once it's there. It's just whether we've on the right block. Is it? Oh, it's a Tron address. It's a Tron address.
Is that why?
Yeah. So if we go to Tron, we've got. We
need to report this to Tron.
Keep your.
Because
I'm
they
not gonna say it again.
Seize money already. They might get Zach to report this.
Imagine if I found the right address.
Send it to Zach.
Well, we've got to make sure.
He would totally be able to find these people.
No, we need to find it first. So we've got A, because it starts with T. So TH stands for T. So I'm just trying to make it. So we've got C, A,
that makes sense.
Y, Y. Oh, there we go. Y2. So it's not a 2. It's a Z. Z.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Ooh, there it goes.
Found it.
Yay.
Okay.
Alrighty. What have we got?
So who's he paying to?
Right.
Because he would be paying into the.
Yeah. Make sure
wallet,
we'll make sure we've got it all first, but I presume that wouldn't have come up. So I've got Z, and then JWCU A.
Hi, Jelly.
A jelly snack. I'm just checking all the rest of it while I'm there, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have got this far if we didn't come this far. So now we need to go to transfers, and now we're going in and out.
Yeah, out. We want to see the out.
Nothing.
Jelly
Snack's better with crypto, isn't she? All right, so now what we can do, now we know that's the correct address, we'll go back to the bogus one, and we'll see if we can search for it here. No.
No, it is on Tron.
What's he saying? It is Tron, so that's the address. I'll just put that in the window for anyone that's cleverer than us, because our investigation's not going too well at the moment. But wouldn't you see some type of transaction?
Well, that's why I'm wondering, did he not actually buy in yet?
Oh, hold it. Let's have a look. Well, that could be the other thing.
That's weird.
So let's see what he was saying here. So is it Tron? Is that what he's got?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a listen to what he's doing.
You click tether, and then you copy this little address right there, and then you go to Coinbase and you plug it into the USDT. But
he says Coinbase though.
Here, or Coinbase, you have to do it in ERC20. Okay. If you have Ethereum, you need to go and.
Oh, there's another address, isn't it? That's another address. So what's the 0 times? Is that? What is that address? Anyone want to know?
0x09. Hold on, I'll see if I can search.
Hold up.
I'm usually pretty good at.
All right. So is that an 8 or a B? I'll just see if we can.
Ethereum, you need to go and.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. So now I've got that address. I think that you've got your fan going again. So far, what I'm just putting that in the chat room. So we've got 0, 9, DC, D. Is it 0, 29, C, 4, EF, D3, F, F4,
F4,
F4, 0, lowercase C, 8,
yeah.
F60, 65, D,
675.
that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
675.
And then we've got 15B, and that looks like an 8. C.
Wait, you did the D613 already?
Oh, is that a C or a G?
C.
That's, I reckon. Oh, yep. C2, 20. I think we've copied it, right? Yep.
EBB. And the second B is higher case.
All right. So I'm just really good. So I just go to Google and search for it and find nothing. But if I come along
Try
here.
Coinbase, because he did mention Coinbase.
I'll see if I go back
before
here.
He brought up.
You watch this. This is Danny logic. So Danny goes there, and now he's found it here. Not DBank. So I can use DBank. Oh, you'll love me. This is cool. All right. So now we go here, and now we search DBank, and we should be able to find it. All righty. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
If it's on a blockchain, it should show up if it's trading in any of these.
I know.
Technically.
So this here, theoretically.
Because you use the same wallet for
transactions.
All of your, like, usually.
No. Filter scam? Is that how you do it? You take it away?
I'm wondering if he hasn't actually, like, put money in yet.
Well,
this is probably weird.
He's teaching you guys how to do it. So that is the actual address. And is it? Oh,
maybe he's waiting for other people to join, and then he's going to take that money and then pay it. I don't know.
Are scams case sensitive? EB 24 8. These domains aren't sensitive, are they? No, they all go lowercase. So follow earnings polo. Yeah, so that's interesting. So let's see what else he does after getting all excited here.
D20K. If you have Ethereum, you need to go and do the Ethereum. That's your Ethereum wallet.
These are deposit addresses he's showing us.
Going back, transfers, okay. And you know what? Just looking at that, I think that's pretty much it. I want to see if I'm missing anything. Okay, we'll go to a little mad up here. We have the demo. Once again, it's not complete yet. Security Center.
Are they doing their own wallet?
That's when, if you want to.
It might be an app.
Ready to withdraw, you're gonna have to put your phone password in there.
That's what I'm wondering. And that would make sense why it wouldn't show up with funds right now.
This is the different languages used on this app.
Because it doesn't have funds.
Okay, you go to invite a friend.
Invite a friend. This is how you do it. If you got friends you want to destroy relationships.
If you have a friend that you want to or is interested, you send them that code, and it's
automatically
automatically
linked to you. I wonder if we could find it on this guy's social media.
Online services. This is not complete yet. See how it says system name, so it's supposed to be HQI. They're still in the process of merging everything over from DSJ. Okay.
Oh my word.
No, get the idea, don't you? Anyway, sign up on that, ladies and gentlemen. You will lose. I presume that there was his referral banner link at the end anyway. So you can click on that and go visit him if you like. Anyway.
Hey, hold on. Keep that on the screen. I was going to... it's okay. I'll go back later and get it.
Oh, okay. There you go. I thought you didn't have. I thought you didn't have a cell phone.
How's it going? I have no idea.
Oh,
because I was going to see if after I got off here, if I could look it up. Because I can usually do it on my computer.
Okay, I'll send it to you on Discord.
With the QR codes. I took a screenshot. Should work.
I thought you didn't have a cell phone, eh? What's the story?
I can do it on my computer.
Good.
You can take screenshots on a laptop.
I've never done it. I've got a new laptop.
I have a snippet tool too, so I can just screenshot exactly what I need.
Oh, that's great. And can you actually use a snippet tool and then go to it after you've snipped it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. All right, so that guy there, we've actually put him on the list of our promoters of BG Wealth Sharing, because any YouTuber, and not only that, we're going to keep an eye on you, mate. Oops, streaming error. Continue without Danny. What have we lost? I've lost LinkedIn. Oh, I've been going for 4 hours. That's good. Everything's normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bookmark this guy, and we're going to keep an eye on you, because I'll come back in a year's time, and this guy will be rampant, and we'll be going, what's the story with this guy? And they go, oh, yeah, I remember him. We saw him on a video once. So let's go to YouTube, and let's go down to Ponzi schemers, and here, Ned, and he'll, that's like Area 51 guy wrote to me going, you can't do this. You're not allowed to do this. And I go, okay, what have I done here? I've actually broke it. I have literally broke it. 1 minute, please, caller. Trying to fix it. That's it. So now I want to have some fun. See you, mate. Have I got his? So yeah, I have. See you, mate. Okay, so let's have a look. What do you reckon?
All right.
All right, the good stuff.
Think he brings us up, Danny?
Eh?
Do a poll in the chat and ask them if they think he brings us up.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, so what we've got is a poll that's finishing, and thank you so much for all the people that did the poll. Oh my God, 85 volts. I don't know how many people. It doesn't tell me how many people I've got in my live chat at the moment, but anyway, that's amazing.
We have
So we had.
126.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys. So we did a poll before we started, and I think I just accidentally pressed how many new platforms before people realize it's the same old Ponzi. Just one more deposit, 34%. Stephen said stay calm, 25%. My wallet needs therapy, 22%. And HQI will save us, 19% of people. Please hope you are doing that in jest. Okay, so did
I chose the wallet one.
did you? Right.
Yeah.
The question is, does Batman, no, Earl, oops, hold on, we've got problems now. Earl Batman Stringer talk about Queen and Danny. Okay, and we're just going to do a simple yes or no. Okay.
Yep.
And if you want to go
Every
and do,
time that I hear the name Earl, is it really bad that I just want to break out and be like, Marianne and Wanda were the best through friends all through their high school days, you know, and sing the "'Cause Earl Had to Die" song? Is that weird?
Yeah, that's weird. But you're weird. I'm weird. We're all weird.
You've never heard the Dixie song, the Dixie Chicks sing "Earl Has to Die"? Goodbye, Earl?
No.
Oh, you have to listen to that song. You'll love it, Danny.
No, I hate music, to be honest. Would you believe? Can't stand it. That's why that BG Welsh song, I do like that song. All right, you ready? Here we go. You ready? Brace yourself. I've done that. We've already... Okay, we've got 100% so far. Thank you very much. That's only one vote, though. We need more people to vote in the chat room, please. And make sure we're... all right, let's go. Let's see what he says. Because now, just give you a quick background. We had Earl on our show the other day, and we was trying to convert him into an Avenger. He basically has come to the conclusion that he can promote anything he wants and share his journey. And if you sign up and lose all your money, he has no responsibility for it whatsoever. Great song. Thank you. Online Academy. Thank you. Oh, here we go.
Here is why I refused paying $100 to keep trading with BG.
Well, he's actually making an assumption there that it's BG, isn't he?
Dude, that was scary.
No proof.
Team Go Mode. It's your man Earl, Batman Stringer. Now, 4 months ago, I decided to join this opportunity called BG Wealth Sharing Group. Now, BG was supposed to be a copy and paste trading opportunity.
Oh my God! Why every time, Earl?
No, and do they actually exist? Copy and pasting. Is this a real thing? So he's normalizing a scam.
I gave their members 2 copy and paste trades every single day, giving these members the opportunity to earn profits on these trades. Now, before I go on, I've seen somebody who likes to...
All right, just before you get started, we want you to do the vote. We have not, I'll admit to you now that we have not watched this video at all. I'll put him on a big screen so we get the best side of Earl. And I think he's going to, I think he's warming up to say something, but I could be wrong. All right, so we've got 4 votes now, and we've got one person said, no, he won't bring us up. Are you sure you voted enough? Because I think he's about to say a disclaimer about how he does look a bit more sheepish, Joe. I'm just saying, so let's have a look. All right, Earl, away you go. You know you can't help yourself. I'm actually, if I can't vote because I created the poll, but if I did vote, I'm voting yes, he will mention it. He can't not mention us.
Put up my videos and analyze them on their channel, and I seen where they said, why does he always like repeat the same story? Well, if you know anything about YouTube, you would know that most of your video views come from new viewers. Therefore, I like to kind of reiterate my story, dummy.
Most of mine
Now,
come
with that
from my subscribers.
What did he say? I didn't understand what he says. So most of your views
He's
come
saying
from?
that, yeah, he's saying he's saying that we bring up that he has to tell the whole story, his whole BG Wealth sharing story at the beginning of all of his videos. And he does that because most of his viewers are brand new. So he needs to tell them the whole story. But I'm saying that's not usually true. Usually, most of your viewers are your subscribers.
All right, then. So if everybody who's in my channel at the moment hasn't been here before, please subscribe, because I'm theoretically going to get 20 new subscribers just in a heartbeat because no one's been here before. That's the theory, is it?
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay. So Batman Stinger. So I'm just having a look at this in a different perspective. Let's just go back to this window here. So 214 people are on the video he's doing right now. It was done 11 hours ago. So theoretically, he's doing it because most of his viewers are brand new. And he's getting some good traffic here. So let's see what happens. Let's carry on. Let's see. Because I think
All right.
Let's go. Right, let's go, Earl.
being said, about 3 weeks ago,
And by the way, your gain's a little bit high, and I reckon you should invest because you're doing so well with a new microphone. Get one like this. Beautiful. They make you sound really good as well, rather than sounding like the crackles.
I came to the conclusion that BG wealth sharing was a scam. All right. So many.
A minute ago, you called it an opportunity. So is it a scam or an opportunity?
Things started to unfold with this opportunity. That
You mean like they couldn't find the real professor? It doesn't exist, no
did it
digital
again.
footprint?
He just
What?
called it an opportunity again.
Oh, he's going back and around in circles. And they couldn't find any real proof of any activity on any exchange. And they couldn't find it on the blockchain either.
I'm like, you know what? I can't continue with this, right? It's not what I thought it was going to be. All right. But with that being said, so many people are still doing BG, right? There's been so many different things that's happened in these last few weeks. But the fact that BG
He's editing a lot. That means he's probably off on his back foot.
is seemingly finding more and more ways to get more money out of their new and current members. Because about 3 weeks ago,
Ooh, more edits.
BG came out of nowhere and announced that they
BG, did they really? What entity are they? Are they actually a registered company? Whereabouts are they located? And where did you see them? On a Zoom meeting? Or
wanted
That's what
12%, or
bothers me
they
about him too, is that he says it's a scam, and he says that like Stephen Beard, he thinks he might be AI, but he doesn't commit to the fact that none of this was real. Like it's like he's still in denial.
he's actually walking across the top of the fence. And he doesn't, he's going to pivot left or right. All depends where the audience wants you to go.
needed 12% from all of their members to continue trading because it's some sort of
They didn't need the money. It was meant to be a tax, and the money was only going on top of your balance. So it wasn't them who needed the money. It was the fact that you just had to put the money in there.
fee,
Yeah,
a
it was
tax
a
fee,
security.
right? And my whole thing was that pretty much was my way to be like, yo, this is not
Wow,
good.
big
When I
shock
saw that,
horror.
because BG was all about, oh, there's no money involved. All you need is just your investment. Blah blah blah. We will never ask you for any money. Once I saw that 12% fee thing, I'm like, yeah, that shit trash. All right. But then it went from that. A lot of people paid that 12%. A lot of people didn't pay that 12%, right? So many people thought, all right,
How about the people that signed up under you, Earl? Did they pay it? Yeah, did they pay it?
that was the end of it. You know, everybody do what they gonna do. Then after the 12% tax that BG was charging their members, they turned around and said, hey, BG is having issues with DSJ, which is the trading platform that people make their trades on, well, supposed trades on. They said they was having some sort of dispute, and BG members might have to pay $1,000 to keep on trading with DSJ.
Did you actually hear that one? I heard that twice, but I've never seen any special announcements from the AI bot, Stephen Beard.
Well, Stephen Beard on Oz's website, he posted some messages of Stephen Beard talking about how they were having issues. I don't remember if there was $1,000 be. But I think that he said that DSJEX was being like audited and that they were still having issues with it. So he was gonna find a new platform.
Yeah. Well, he's. I'm just reading another comment here. He is dumber.
He is dumber than a box of rocks.
Oh, he's just sharing his journey.
But shortly after that, it came out that, hey, look, BG apparently is no longer affiliated with DSJ, but they found a new trading platform, which I guess is called HQI. I believe it's HQI.
I guess.
And all the members can start trading on there. But you're going to need $100 deposit. And if you get a $100 deposit, they will be able to transfer your money from DSJ account and put it into your new HQI account.
So this is the other thing I just thought of. Is it a different entity? And how can one entity move money onto a new entity?
Well, that's what I was saying before. I was saying it just sounds stupid. Like DSJEX was like, well, although we're having auditing problems and we allegedly just asked Stephen Beard for $1,000 from everyone, don't worry, we'll just send all of your money over to HQI. And I'm like, that would never happen. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, it's I don't want to say batshit crazy, but I just said it.
Account, and then you can continue trading. So at this point, I was already out anyway.
Okay.
But I got a call a couple days ago from somebody who was on my BG team, a trading team, and they were like, "Yo, did you hear about the 100?"
Oh, so I'd love to know part of your team there, Earl Stinger, Batman Earl. Like,
wait, on the day that you came on the show with me and Danny, or the day after that, somebody from your team called you to talk to you about this new opportunity, and you didn't think in your head, damn, I feel really bad about this. It's my fault that he's now hooked on this shit.
Well, what team is he part of? Because I thought he was just. We didn't actually ask him who his upline was, did we?
Well, no, he didn't really want to tell us, and all he would admit to was that he had the 2 people sign up under him. But remember, that's not his fault. They just clicked his link.
Yeah, it was just bad timing.
Yeah.
Okay, we go.
$1, new platform. All you need is $100. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want to do? And I was thinking, like, damn, you must have to think about my YouTube videos. That's my first thought. But I was like, bro, I'm good. I'm good with that, right? He was like, well, I mean, honestly, it's a chance to get my money, you know what I'm saying, out my account. And I mean, I'm just saying, I got like $6,000 tied up in this. And if I just pay $100, you know what I'm saying, I got the potential.
He's got $6,000 tied up in it. So we will translate that for you. He started with 500. He got up to week number 7, recruited a couple of people, got commissions along the way, and it was all on the app that he now has $6,000. But the reality is he's actually probably only had $500. All the rest of the money was from new investors, and it was on a fake app. And unless he recruited like 20 or 30 people and then really took off, then they would have let him withdraw his money because that's how it works. So he didn't lose $6,000. He never had $6,000. At the very most, it would be $500. And now he's
But I just think it's so crazy that Batman's just sitting here just going, oh yeah, and then the guy that I signed up, he has $6,000 that was in this. And he's like not thinking about the fact that it's his fault. Yeah.
It's so wrong. It's batshit crazy. It's Batman crazy.
Like his reaction is, oh, you haven't been watching my videos? Earl, I thought that you called everyone up and told them all it was a scam.
Yeah.
You were asking me if I called everyone up who I recruited, and I told you, yeah, I did. So I thought you were going to do that. What happened?
No, he's
That's your responsibility.
After talking to Earl for a couple of hours, I was trying to get him to tell us what his purpose was. What was he trying to accomplish? Is he really worried about you and your financial future? Or is he really surviving on the commissions you get when people signed up for things? Or is he like being a YouTuber? And I was hoping he was going to say he likes being a YouTuber. And I go, well, why don't we start helping you produce videos that actually expose scams? This is shit. And this is regurgitating vomit, in my opinion.
To get my money back, some of my money back in 60 days. And I'm like, that sound good, but I said, I'm just not going to do it, right? You could do whatever you want, which he did. And I said, that's cool, right? And I found out a lot of people are paying this $100. And I get it on the level of a lot of people are sick of BG. They done with BG, but they're in the mindset of, I'm just trying to get something out of this shit. I'm just trying to get something out of my DSJ account. I'm trying to get some sort of withdrawal back. I know a lot of people have that mindset, right? So the guy that, asked me.
So that reeks hope. So what they're playing on now is exactly what we said.
He's not even, he tells his buddy, oh, you can do it if you want. You don't even tell your buddy, by the way, BG Wealth, it was actually a scam. You don't have any money to get back. So if I were you, I would not invest that $100. I'm sorry to tell you this. I just found out that the FBI was investigating them and a bunch of their funds got frozen because we told him that. So he knows this. And instead he says to his buddy, oh, well, you can do it if you want. What a great friend you are, Earl. I'm glad that I don't have friends like you.
Yeah. It's I don't know how to say batshit crazy. Stop saying that, Denny. My new saying.
Like, are you gonna pay that 100, man? Jump back in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it, right? And I was just like, how could you trust BG wealth sharing on any level after all of the things that's been happening in the last 3 weeks? That was just my thing. Some people,
it's good.
They got the money to do it like that and just try their luck. That's fine. That's their business. That's their prerogative, right? I respect that. Do what you want to do. If you're an adult, do what the hell you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Me personally, I just feel like if you pay that $100, you already know people got rumors about the trading platform ain't even real. They're saying it's manipulated numbers. That in itself takes something out of that. The fact that you may not even really be trading, that in itself is like, right? But damn all that.
I think he's repeating a lot of stuff we taught him. We might have got through to him here by him saying whether they're really.
I don't think so. He's still not really saying it. He's just saying it might be like that. Oh, it might be. Like, he's still not fully convinced, I feel like.
What part of you've just downloaded some fake app that's a Wii game? Like, you might as well download a Wii game app and play that. Like, because that's what you're doing. It's just unreal.
The fact that you could pay this another $100 and then they're saying you can't withdraw anything for 2 months, 60 days. That just don't, you know what I mean? Because all the people that's doing that and trading now, hoping to be able to withdraw in 60 days.
So now he's telling
when you were paying $500 and you couldn't withdraw in 60 days, that was fine though.
Yeah, and then the funny thing about it is, he's now saying you're back. He's now believing that you are trading. I mean,
right? Like, what the fuck?
It's like literally like you've got 50 YouTubers all standing in a row, and they're all Chinese whispers. Steve Beard whispers in the ear, and then they come out with tomorrow's rubbish. Like, what are you gonna? It's just regurgitating content that's fake. It's like it's the worst. It's like, I don't know. It's it just blows my brain.
Every day they're waking up nervous as shit, I'm sure. Because every day they wake up, it's that possibility that BG is going to hit them with another fee. And that's what I feel could happen, right? Now, some people think that they can get a good, 6 months out of BG, then cash out, right? But here's the thing with that.
Okay.
Why would BG be doing all of this getting 12% from people, potentially asking for $1,000, then going back to, all right, just give me $100. Why would they be doing all this, freezing accounts, not giving people withdrawals? Why would they be doing all of that just to turn around and give all this money back? That's what got me like, shit. I'm good, right? And that's the thing. I feel like it's just too much going on, too much confusion for me to pay $100 in hopes of being
Too
able
much
to withdraw
confusion.
some of the money
I thought you were an
that I
educator.
accumulated in my trading account, because now is my trading account even really a trading account? A lot of people saying, nah, it's just a website where they just manipulate numbers. Some people think it's still trading. Do what you do, right? But that is the reasons why I refuse to pay $100 to continue with BG Wealth Sharing. And like I said in a previous video, I am surprised how many people are actually paying the $100 or did pay the $100 to switch over to a new trading platform. I was like, wow, a lot of people actually did this. Would I recommend it? No. But then again,
Okay.
I'm not
You told your buddy to go ahead though.
Oh, I know.
Like you did recommend it. Like that's like you literally just told us you told your buddy to do whatever he wants and to go ahead.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean?
Oh, what's this? Hey, he's talking about Goliath.
Thank you, guys.
What's he doing? He's talking about Goliath and Patrick Ben David.
I would go to go to Fort Lauderdale and go to Casa D'Angelo as well. And some of the goons actually hit me up after I said this, and they said that they actually
here we go.
Oh,
good.
I should go ahead and put it in the description as well for those of you who are watching this on the replay. But it's mission to monetization .com/webinar. If you're watching this on the replay before Friday, you can check it out there. All right, without further ado,
we're famous.
Check out what our boy Chris Delgado from the Ponzi scheme, which you can now comfortably say it's a Ponzi scheme without worrying about it being defamation or whatever like Danny DeHeck had to deal with. You can now say that because it's been confirmed. He's been arrested, and it is what it is.
No, it's alleged still.
I'm assuming you guys have seen CoffeeZilla's video, but Goliath Ventures, they tried to sue this creator, Danny DeHeck. Shout out Danny DeHeck. We've seen him in the chat here before. And he was sued by them, which I can very much relate to because I'm currently going through that myself, and it's not fun. And so finally, the lawsuit was dropped, and the criminals were found out, and the CEO, whatever you want to call him, Chris Delgado, was arrested. So something I found interesting, which CoffeeZilla actually didn't talk about at all in his video, which I understand he has a lot to get in there, but I think it's relevant.
I know this article, and it's not quite correct, and it was all taken from my stuff. It was like really good, so it'd be interesting to see what he says about it.
Did Marco not write you? You would think that we're in his Discord.
I know, but he keeps messaging me and saying, how do I know this is the real Danny DeHeck? And I go, well, send me a WhatsApp or whatever. And he just keeps on, we keep going around in a circle. He needed my help with something. And I said, yeah, what do you want,
Tell him
mate?
to ask me and I'll tell him.
Well, tell him that Danny, I'm getting his messages. So just tell him to put 1, 2, 3, 4 as a password. I'll know it's him. Oops. Yeah. But yeah, so interesting.
You can look here and see, if you just Google Patrick Bet David, Chris Delgado, this is what came up for me. Christopher Delgado is the CEO of Goliath Ventures.
Patrick Bet David.
I
and
know.
he does a great impression.
I'm going to actually send that through to Coffee right now because he can listen to it.
Was arrested by federal authorities for orchestrating a massive $328 million cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme. Media personality and podcaster Patrick Bet David's connection to Delgado stems from Goliath Ventures acting as the title sponsor for Bet David's The Vault 2025 business conference.
What you were about to
So keep in mind, the Vault Conference 2024 is the one that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, spoke at. He's had tons of celebrities on this. Let's just go look at, here it is, Vault.
I can tell you now there's more coming.
The Vault, for fuck's sake, Vault Conference 2024.
What we are struggling with is to find out how much Christopher Delgado actually paid to be at the Vault. We believe he could have paid up to $2 million. And I know that he had all his executive teams there, and each of those could have paid up to $20,000 each to be there. So if anyone knows exactly how much he paid to reach out to us.
You can see the past speakers on the website. Here, hold on. This is the Vault Conference website. So this is promoting Vault Conference 2026. Tom Brady, Dwayne Johnson, Tony Robbins, right? You're looking at all these very high-level people. Do you want to spend $17,000 for a floor seat, a manual, a swag collection?
There you go.
A
This is
3-hour
20 grand I was talking
mastermind with
about.
Patrick, a CEO.
It just so
You want
happens
to
that
just be a little brokey and spend
the most
$400
expensive
on
seats
the
are
general
almost sold
seating
out.
with a 300-page manual. Where's the previous? Here? The Rock, Tom Brady, Tony Robbins, Mike Tyson, Martha Stewart, Gary Kasparov.
Martha Stewart
It's
was
just
that
insane.
last year too.
And so
Wonder
we're
if
seeing that,
Eric
it says
McNeil's going to
here,
be there.
the title sponsor for Bet David's The Vault Conference. And now I want to show you a video. This video, okay, there's two here. Let's start with this one, and then we'll work our way backwards. Accused $300 million Ponzi scheme CEO explains where money went, part 1.
Delgado and co-conspirators are accused of taking in more than $300 million from people who thought that they were investing in cryptocurrency. Good evening, I'm Greg Wormuth.
And I'm Martha Sagowski. This is a big story. Channel 9 anchor and investigative reporter Darlene Jones joining us live in the studio with us. And Darlene, in all the weeks, you've spent a long time talking with Delgado. He's
I've seen it too many times. We're going to fast forward.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Danny Boy says, hopefully you can counter sue and get all your money back. That'd be great. Have you tried selling $600 sneakers? I should try that. Benjamin says, Marco, I've posted a video very relevant to our struggles.
What are we talking about Larry
in
Lane
Discord.
tomorrow,
It's
Neb?
on workers refusing to come in sick. It's a bit of a positive
yeah.
note because it shows we are fighting back. Hell
I
yeah.
am.
Thank you for that, Benjamin. I'll try and get to that. Happiness Handmade, Lisa, again, thank you so much. Starless says, I plan on dropping a big bag, such a big bag.
Here we go. We'll just fast forward a bit.
Voluntary bankruptcy. And the receiver wants to see financial records and other documents from the groups to piece together what individuals knew about the money received and what can be done to recoup this money to repay investors.
What would Patrick Bet David do indeed, my friends?
Goliath Ventures is no longer in operation and in the hands of a receiver based in South Florida. But before its CEO, Christopher Delgado, was arrested back in February on a federal criminal complaint, documents we obtained show, and Delgado admits to us, the company used other people's money to donate at least $5.1 million to this long list of organizations across Central Florida. Some of the largest donations went to Equity Estates, Bet David Consulting.
Stop now.
Oh, it's a donation.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not even paying for services. It's just a donation?
And it's really quite cool because the first two at the top of the list there weren't donations, they were business services. And then you've got Kids Beating Cancer, over $500,000, and Runway for Hope, which is Mark Najib's charity. And they focused on Mark for one reason. Mark corresponds with people. All the other charities ghosted us. And then they featured Mark all the way through only because he helped them with their investigation. It's just freaking stupid. And why didn't they play the video of Patrick Ben David? I should send that to Always Marcos and give them the video of them showing off because it shows all the co-conspirators at the event.
What? That doesn't make sense. Why?
Kids Beating Cancer, Runway to Hope, Orangewood Christian, and Victorious Voice.
So you're telling me maybe it was, I mean, you guys said that, who was it in the chat here that said he was at Vault Conference 2025 and that Goliath was a huge presence? Maybe the donation to Bet David Consulting was like a way of getting that spot or something like that. Like he did it as a thank you for
Probably helped.
being the sponsor of Vault Conference or to, prove his, I don't know. I don't really understand how that.
He bought $500,000 worth of merch, $400,000 worth of merch. And there's no proof that was delivered. And they're giving away goodie bags at the conference. So I reckon he spent a couple of million on this. We can't prove it, though, because we don't know exactly.
That works, but it would kind of be a smart thing. It's like you're borrowing Patrick's personal profile to legitimize your own, I guess, the irony. And, there's a lot of people in the room at Vault Conference and watching online who are obviously not immune to getting sold a dream if they're at Vault Conference, in my opinion. So it would make sense that it would make sense if I was running a Ponzi scheme. It would make sense if I needed a bunch of new customers who are willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money to pursue something that they think is going to make them rich, a good hunting ground for me would probably be Patrick Bet-David's Vault Conference, in my opinion.
In May of last year, Goliath was the title sponsor for Runway to Hope's signature event.
Chris Delgado, the CEO, thank you for all your support over these last few years, and we appreciate you greatly. We appreciate your team greatly. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
And if you want to be presenting sponsors next year, the price is going up.
9 investigations.
So money make the world go round, my friends. Thumbs ups makes the world go round, and only half of you have clicked thumbs up. I need the thumbs ups to pay the bills, you guys. Come on.
It's confirmed through court records that all of the charities and organizations have received subpoenas for financial records and other communication, along with the Republican Party of Florida, which Delgado donated $25,000 to in 2024.
Ooh, I don't know if $25,000 to just the party of Florida is going to be enough for old Donnie Boy to bail you out, but...
And newly elected Apopka Mayor Nick Nesta, who revealed on social media earlier this year that he sold homes to Delgado, the receiver working through a bankruptcy.
It's not even relevant. You know, I'm talking about...
Another one of these signs. Goliath Ventures in the back.
They were going in a little at a time of what the company could spare.
Because you were still trying to play catch up.
Yeah. So if we had $1 million or $2 million extra, we would move it into the fund. You know.
Delgado told us he knows he's going to prison, leaving behind all of the accolades from the charities and organizations and the luxurious.
Now, the interesting part about his slippers, they're female slippers, the ones that he had on. Did you know that?
This lifestyle he built with.
I didn't.
Let's see. Dynam Official in the chat says that's what the CEO tier is. All the founders/owners sit in the first row at the event. Yeah, we saw that earlier. And they get private access to PBD. They show up the night before the general public and network. It's insane. It's insane. We were almost there. Every pyramid scheme guy ever, once they get busted, right? I mean, I feel like I recall Bernie Madoff saying the same thing, or reading that he had said the same thing about how, like, he didn't mean for it to get to that point, but it just sort of got out of hand.
That was stupid.
It got out of his control, and he had no choice but to keep bringing in new people because there was no legitimate business engine.
I'm just going to have a look. I want to see the brought up
I do understand.
Stuff.
I mean, if you promise somebody that they're
going
to get something every month,
a
certain percentage return every single month, then yeah, it is. I mean, you're already kind of screwing yourself, because if there's no legitimate way of making those returns,
I'm glad he's talking about
aside from
Ben David. That's really
if
good.
there's no legitimate way of making those returns, you're screwed. Period. If the way
he talks about him a lot.
get those people their returns is to get money from new people, now you're just running a Ponzi scheme, and it always collapses. No matter how big the numbers get, it will eventually get away from you. And
anyway, I'm going to call it quits there, Queen, and you need to go to bed. So it's beddy time.
Yep. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
And Danny, check out my video on Megan from earlier today.
Oh, so you posted one. Oh, good. All right. I will do. I'm going to go back over here anyway at the moment.
Bye.
Bye. Another cool YouTuber hasn't done a video for a while is Morris Body Fitness. He's been doing some pretty cool thumbnails, but he's also been in BG Wealth and then lost all his money to BG, or not all his money, but lost money. And now his mum's saying she's involved in the next scam, which is actually a bit of a shame. As Queen Akama said, also I just did a search for HQI Exchange, and I'm the only one, but there was one other video that was posted 3 hours ago, and these are all in the last 7 days. We've got our boy Mr. Morrison here talking about it 4 days ago. Says, what is this, the future of crypto? Don't know what language it is in, but just be careful. I mean, don't be careful, don't do it. I don't even know what this guy's on about, but I'm going to have a look at it, see if I can hear it.
Hey, hi. BQearth / DSJ exchange platform is rolling its victims into a new platform called HQI.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Thank you for covering this. Thank you for covering this. I'm glad you're exposing this company and hoping that people will not pay any money. So I'll put any more money. Oh, there we go. So I'll put that comment in there. Give credit where credit due. Don't know who this guy is. I haven't seen him, but anyway, looks like he's doing the right thing. We do the same thing. If you don't know what to do when you're on here, when you go to filters, and you can actually go filter by this week. And you can filter out a lot of the stuff. So obviously I'm live at the moment, so that's come up, which is really, really cool. And we're just going to go to what I'm trying to do. I'm a bit tired actually now. We're going to go to Avengers, and we're going to go to Queen of Karma. And we're going to see, oh my goodness, 12 hours ago. And what have we got here? I want to see what we're into.
And then we're going to go ahead and...
This one lady I cannot stand is her. And look, what have we got? Reaching 2 scams. I actually cannot believe that this, oh, is this right? I think I've seen this. So she's off promote. These people are just relentless. These people come, this lady I think come originally from Agano Gold Coffee. Medium, you can actually report Medium articles really quick. And these are meant to be somebody, is it? Carl. But this lady, Megan, she honestly, her voice is horrible to listen to. Listen
Help
to her.
people be free from the financial bondage that so many people are in right now.
She's praying. They're praying while they're doing the crime. It's even worse. Look, I'm going to call it quits, but I don't want you. What I want you guys to do is check out Queen of Karma's video. And that's us. So unfortunately, guys, I do see people falling victim. I always say to people, 60% of the people that fall for a scam, unfortunately, fall for the next scam. And that's just my Danny stats, but it's true. And often when people are saying to me, look, I've lost all my money to a scam, they often say to me, but I'm currently still in this one, and this is working out quite good. And you go, what? And they go, well, I'm getting money from this one. This one isn't a scam. And I go, why are you calling this one not a scam and the last one is a scam? They say, well, I can still withdraw my money. And just because something gives you a little bit of your own money back doesn't mean it's not a scam. That's how Ponzi schemes work. I've got a team of Avengers who work around the clock, literally fighting scams. We can do with help. We need people that can help us fight these scammers. If you go to DSJEX.com, there's a form, a contact page on my website where you can actually submit information anonymous. We want Zoom links of people promoting opportunities that are too good to be true so we can cause disruption and create awareness. We can't do this by ourselves, but we have got a mighty team of Avengers. A small team of Avengers, one massive voice on the internet. CoffeeZilla has put us on the map lately, putting us under the limelight. I don't know if it's the right word, I'm tired. But we certainly got a lot of donations coming in recently, people supporting the work that myself and my Avengers do, and we just want to say thank you to everyone that's helped us with that dream. I've been able to actually do this. Please, now, always Marcos, find me, reach out to me. You're a real trooper. I hear that you're getting sued. I know that feeling. I've got 7 lawsuits going at the moment. One of them's already been dropped. But, you know, these people who think they have a right to scam also think they can use the court system trying to defend themselves, which is batshit crazy. But that's what they do. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I do have a video coming. I think it is tomorrow. I don't know what day of the week it is, but there will be another blog going on my website overnight. And then we will do another video to debunk it. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you at the top of the cliff where we're saving people from being at the bottom of the cliff. I'm Danny DeHeck. That's good night from me. It's good morning from me. And that's me and the Avengers out. See you in the next video, guys.